Hey, Spuddies, Potato Whiskey here, and welcome back to the first ever playthrough of Civilization 7 by myself. And we're heading into the modern era as Augustus. And I just saw this button down here, change mementos. So military attribute points, economic attribute point. We got like attribute points here. Oh, settlement limit per age, but 50% convert to city cost. Oof. 400 gold for every settlement returned in a peace deal. I don't know what that means. I tell you what I'll do. I'll take the military attribute point and the expansionist attribute point. All right, so we got a few civs here that we can play around with. So we went from Rome to Spain. Mexico could feel like a natural choice here. Starts with a unique government, Revolution. This government has one celebration effect, 30% culture for 10 turns, cannot enter any other government form type. This is definitely a cultural type civ. +2 culture for every tradition slotted into the government, that's very strong. +5 culture, +1 happiness, adjacency. I kind of want to go for more of a militaristic bent. Economic expansionist, okay, 100 gold every time you improve a resource, 30% production towards constructing the Statue of Liberty. We get the rail yard and the steel mill, and we get the industrial park, which is +2 food for every resource assigned to the city. All right, pretty neat. Apparently, playing as Rome unlocks America. I think that's because we did whatever America likes. We get the French Empire, which is like militaristic and diplomatic. Oh, you can select the celebration effects of any government. Nice. We get the Jacobins. Ooh, the Jacobins were in Ireland too. I feel an affinity here. Great person with one charge can only be trained in cities with an avenue, and specific Jacobin is random. Each Jacobin can only be received once. Cost increases per Jacobin trained. I like this. We get happiness on quarters in this city. We get culture, happiness, adjacency. We got happiness, lots of happiness and culture if we play as France. We got militaristic and diplomatic. Okay, I'm kind of intrigued by the French. Bonjour. Meiji, Japan. Militaristic, scientific. Oh, when you overbuild a building, gain science equal to 50% of the building's production costs. They just get a lot of science pumping out there. We could play as China, Qing, make it the Huigan, economic expansionist. I think we're gonna play France. Militaristic, diplomatic, it sounds like fun. I think it fits our build. We've had a lot of culture, a lot of happiness. We'll be able to do some really fun and interesting things with the French here. Let's go French. Bonjour! The queen of never letting go. That's who we are. Augustus of France. It does feel kind of weird. I gotta say that I'm playing Augustus as the French. It feels weird, man. Welcome to the modern age. A period of rapid industrialization begins. What forces will these new technologies unleash? The modern age brings many new opportunities. We can build rail stations and factories to create a bustling network of trade. We can set our eyes in the sky, research flight to become a science leader, or we can adopt an ideology and spread its message via conquest. Guide explorers to excavate artifacts. I think we're going to go for the militaristic direction here. I think that fits kind of Rome's vibe. Augustus. We need to study political theory. We need to establish an ideology. And this is the final age. We must complete any legacy path objective to achieve total victory. Accept objective. Okay. So we do have some points here. We have an expansionist point and a militaristic point. I'm going to ignore the happiness penalty from unrest in captured settlements. That feels good. And I'm going to go for 15% yields in towns with a specialization. Boom. Legacy-wise. Ooh, the modern age has begun. Let's do it, baby. I do like how that banner comes in. It's kind of cute. So gain an infantry unit and a ranged unit in all of your distant land settlements. We have a decent number of those. So like if we go over to the distant lands, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 ranged unit, 7 military units. That's like so many. That's 14 units that we could go conquer this whole continent and like just dumpster this era of the world. 10 production and settlements in distant lands. That's kind of cool. I think we go for the infantry unit and ranged unit. Boom. We take that golden age and we take a militaristic attribute point. No, I'm going to refund that for now. Ooh, +2 science and sawmills and grist mills, early industrialization. That is an interesting one. We can only take 1 golden age. That's fine. Ooh, lyceums. +3 science per turn for each quarter. Yes, I will take that. That's insane. I don't want to change my capital. I'm happy with Rome being the capital. Now I got to choose my points. Do I also want to get the land of opportunity for the production over here? That is kind of an interesting idea. Or do I want the militaristic attribute points and the expansionist? I think, you know what? I'm going to go for the attribute points. One of each. I have no diplomatic attribute points, so I think I'll grab a diplomatic attribute point. I'm going to grab an economic attribute point and a scientific attribute point. We're going to confirm these legacies, and the strategy is basically to conquer this continent. I want this whole damn continent. Look at all this oil. Oh my goodness. Horses give happiness now. And iron, looks like iron has disappeared off the map, which is kind of cool. I like how the map changes. I do love how the map changes over time. That is something I like. Also, jade seems to be missing now. Okay, so we can grow Mahendra Parvata. It looks like now we can settle on mountains. It's kind of an interesting idea. They're worth production, science, and happiness. Let's do it. Some of these tiles are sick. Lingapura is also ready to grow. I'll grab me some chimkins. We got to grow Patavium. Yeah, let's expand out that way. Boom, we get ourselves a little bit more oil. Guiyang is ready to grow. I don't remember getting this city. Oh, I just conquered it right at the end of that era. Well, if we take this tile right here, we unlock 2 more that we can potentially make friendship with. Oh, we get these foxes. Give me those foxes. Well, all of my towns are growing. That's crazy strong. I wonder what triggered this. This is kind of like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not against it. Let's take that. I like the vibes. What do we got going here? In Valladolid, you've also grown. I'm mostly cool with you. Oh, 4 food, 1 production, 3 happiness. This is a great tile right there. Oh, and you're growing again? Ravenna is ready to grow. Sevilla is growing. Oh my goodness. Liangzhou is growing. Oh, give me that chimkin. I love me some chimkin. Oh my god, this natural wonder has even gotten stronger. Those yields are insane. Although it feels unearned. It feels like they just came out of nowhere. It feels like I did not do something to get those yields, which kind of takes away the power and vibes. Oh yeah, look at those chicken tiles. Oh my god, these mountains are actually disgustingly good. All right, we got some growth here in Capua. What you doing, Capua? You can get me a little bit of growth, thank you. Barcelona is growing. We can grow to the mountain tiles. I will grow to a mountain tile and that tile there as well. Bilbao is ready to grow. Oh my goodness, there's so much growing happening. Mediolanum can grow, perfect. We can choose a production. So we can build a city park and a grocer. +1 food on camps, farms, fishing boats, pastures, plantations, and uncultivated rural tiles. Warehouse food building, ageless. Plus 19 food. I'm going to put it here in anger so that I don't accidentally try to put anything on this warehouse tile. We got low happiness in Valladolid. We got resources to assign. Oh my god. With the new age comes new resources. Factory resources are critical to your economy and the railroad tycoon legacy pass. To slot a factory resource into a settlement must have a rail connection and a factory. Only one type of factory resource can be slotted into a settlement at any time. Got it. So when it comes to Roma, we got to make a decision about how we want the city to be resource assigned. Silk gives resource in the capital. So we could pump a lot of culture early into this era by putting silk into the capital. That's 18 culture right there, plus another 6 happiness from pearls. Then we could put like 3 copies of ivory in here to just chunk out some production and happiness as well. That'll get our capital churning. Now town-wise, I think just slapping in some resources at random is a totally reasonable thing to do. We got a lot of factory resources we got to work on, but that's okay. Choosing a technology, military science. All right, what do we got? We got military science here. This gives us defensive fortifications, adds 100 HP to the district and 15 combat strengths to units defending the tile. All fortified districts must be conquered to capture a settlement. Modern fortification. It also gives us access to the military academy, which grants a free level to new commanders trained in the city. Military units trained in the city will spawn at this building's location. It's a modern military building and grants a free level to commanders built in the city. It's like repeating itself, which is a little confusing. And then you've got the red fort, acts as a fortified district, plus 50 HP to this tile in all city centers, ageless, the steam engine, or we can go for academics. I'm going to go for military science because that feels like the direction my civ is going in. We're going in a militaristic direction. Let's choose civics, the social question, modernization, and natural history. So the social question gives us humanism, +2 culture from specialists, but specialists cost more to maintain. Social science gives science from specialists, but they cost more food to maintain. And you also get the Dogo Onsen, which is a +4 happiness wonder, which gives a settlement a population every time we enter a celebration. Must be adjacent to coast. Then we've got modernization, which is civil engineering, production towards overbuilding, gold and happiness towards maintaining buildings, making them cheaper to maintain. You've got the Hermitage, which gives culture and extra culture in cities that have a great work on display. We've also got natural history, which gives us land heritage, +2 happiness on mountains, +6 culture on natural wonders. We've got the museum, artifact slot culture building. We've got the Muzibu Azala Bapanga, which gives a base yield +4 food, +2 food on all lake tiles, +2 culture and happiness on lake tiles in this settlement. Gives us access to the explorer. I definitely feel like natural history is the one that will get us through the civic tree the fastest. So I'm going to go for natural history first, and then probably modernization. We've got 3 social policies we can play with. I'm going to go for Cerro Rico, +2 gold from resources is incredible. Latanitas is amazing for our towns. And I think the +1 production on urban districts in our capital just makes Roma like so much stronger. Roma has been insane this game. Leader attribute points. We do have a diplomatic point. +1 influence per age on the palace. That's 3 influence per turn. I think a little bit of base happiness is really nice there. The economic policy cards. We can get gold for alliances or +2 gold on resources in towns or +2 in towns and distant lands, +2 gold for every trade route, +1 resource capacity in cities. I like the gold on resources in towns. On the expansionist side of things, I want the settlement limit for sure. On the militaristic side of things, I want the settlement limit. So we got 20 attribute points spent. On the scientific side of things, +1 science on quarters is incredibly powerful. Boom. That's going to get us kind of up and running. Like, we're at 150 science. If I refresh that, we're now up to, we just got like 33% more science from those. Those attribute points are very powerful. We've got army commanders over here. Go ahead and assemble this army. Start making your way down. Move you down as well. Oh, these guys are full of units. We're ready, baby. So I think our first objective will be to take these 2 Chinese cities, and then we'll look to attack the Mughal Empire. So I'm going to start denouncing this guy. Boom, there's the denunciation to lower our relationship. China, I'm going to denounce as well if I can. I can't quite afford it, that's fine. We have another military. We've got so many military commanders that are just full of units. It's incredible stuff happening here. We've got field cannons, guard imperials, we've got mortars. We might be able to sustain a multi-front war with this huge injection of military units. Tushpa will be hard to take because of its extensive fortifications, but not impossible. And field cannon, you fortify here. Army commander, you fortify there. I will defend the homeland. You go into alert mode. And that's the first turn ended. So how do we win a military victory here? So we need to study political theory and establish an ideology. Got it. So political theory is where? Here. All right, so we can use the first few turns as setting up. So Barcelona, I am going to convert you to a city. Pretty cheap, 200 gold to make you a city. Now we get to choose a government here. So we can go authoritarianism, which gives us military unit production, or 3 combat strength units for 10 turns. We can go for bureaucratic monarchy, which gives us gold, or elective republic, which allows us to go for 2 different things. Authoritarianism works really well for our militaristic objectives, so that's what I'm going to go for. A budding friendship here. Getting to know an ally creates a monumental shift in the people's understanding of themselves. The larger effects of on an empire remains to be seen, but the change will be a constant. So we can get influence in all settlements, or influence in all settlements. That's amazing considering the number of settlements I have. Coming into Barcelona, we can build the grocer and the city park. I think I'd like to start with the grocer. I'm trying to remember where I have ageless buildings. I'm just going to put it on the city hall. And now that you are a city, I can put another resource in here. I'll give you some tobacco. We have some city-states that we can make friends with. I think Pang Sang, I would like to make friends with. I want to make friends with all of them. I could send this general over there to start leveling up, and I think I will. I'll bring him up to get some combat experience. So we only gain 1 point before we have an ideology, 2 points with an ideology, and 3 points against an opponent with a different ideology. So we're actually just not going to attack anyone just yet. We're going to fortify down. I'll send my commanders to the north to go fight some of the neutrals to gain experience. So we're just going to go chill. The idea being that we can transition into a more aggressive stance once we actually have an ideology. I don't think it's worth it to really do anything until we have that. Building fortifications on the front line. All right, let's convert more cities. I think Bilbao would make a great city. Will it? It's a fine city. I think the stonecutter is ageless. It's hard to tell. I think the stonecutter is ageless, so I think putting it there is fine. We could make this a growing town, a fort town, an urban center, fishing town, mining town, factory town, hub town, or we can make this into a city. It's not the greatest city. It's also not a terrible city. I might leave it as a fishing town. Valladolid is definitely a city. I'm going to build a grocer, and I want to find a tile. I think the stonecutter is an ageless building, so I'll put it there. Because it doesn't make... The reason I want to put the ageless buildings together is because those are tiles I don't want to put specialists. But yeah, Valladolid is definitely going to be converted to a city. We can for sure build the city park. It does cost a lot of maintenance. I'll build a cuirassier, that's fine. I have a fleet commander in Cordoba, and that's kind of where I want him to chill. I don't exactly have a huge amount of uses for him. Let's go to the next turn. Roma can build its city park. The best one is a 7. Here's a 7-1. It's a great tile. I kind of want to put my special unique quarter over there. So I'm going to put it over here instead. I want you guys to fortify this city. Keep it safe. It's an island city, so it'll be hard to defend from invasion. I do love the look of the defenses that these guys are building. I love that just the whole game visually evolving over the eras is genuinely gorgeous. Let's deposit units here. Again, just look at the gain experience from fighting these guys on this commander. Oh my god, a supercell thunderstorm as a gorgeous, gorgeous animation. Wrecking my town. Now there's natural history. So land heritage, the museum, the Muzibu Azala Mapanga, the explorer. Explorers can research artifacts. Capua has been hit. Oof. Let's get some repairs going. Mahendra Parvata is ready to grow. 4 food, 1 production, 3 happiness over here is a great tile. We could choose our civics. The French civics, we could get the Belle Epoque. and the Voie Triomphale. We do want to get to political theory nice and fast. I think it could be worth it for us to stop for the Voie Triomphale. The +5 culture on this building, and then the Belle Epoque also giving us culture. We can choose the celebration. Oh, wow. Yeah. Because we're France, we can pick whichever one we want. I'm going to go for the culture boost because I want to make a lot of culture. I'm going to take land heritage. Eventually this will be replaced, but for now it's fine. Town specialization, Mahendra Parvata. It would be kind of nice if these showed me how many yields of each type I would actually get, because I don't know what a good use of Mahendra Parvata is at the moment. I definitely want to build a grocer, and I want to put it on a tile with a grist mill. That sounds good. Okay, so that's a nice food boost. There's a 7 culture tile right here, which is nice. So I'll plonk that right there. Start getting our culture up in these like side towns. I think this is a farming town. I don't know how to tell like what a good choice is for this. I've got a few farms here, a few camps. I'm going to go with the farming town so that we can pump food into our cities. Lingapura as well is also a farming town. Patavium is a fantastic farming town. I definitely want to build a grocery in all of these cities too. In the city hall, I'm going to paper over the kiln, I think. We've got a narrative chive. A thief in the night. A pair of ancient golden horns are stolen under the cover of night. When the thief is eventually arrested, the people learn their priceless relics have been melted down by an overzealous goldsmith to grieve their loss. Can story continue, create reproductions, or honor the lost in a memorial exhibit? I think honoring the lost in a memorial exhibit is kind of more appropriate, I think. We can get an archaeological treasure or 1,000... archaeological treasure, yes. Honor the ancestors, gain a artifact. Hell yeah, let's get that artifact. So what do artifacts actually do? They give me +4 culture. I'll put one in Rome. Mahendra Parvata is ready to grow. And I did make this a farming town, so you can see these nice farming tiles. I think they become very valuable to me. Let's move our ranged units forward and take some pot shots at Town Gi, and we'll attack them. We don't want to disperse this, in my opinion. We just want to gather the experience. Okay, we got fortifications heavily on this front line with Delhi. We could expand our town. Yingtian could be a great farming town. It could also be a great gold town. I'm going to make this a farming town as well. The amount of food that it creates for my other cities is incredible. I'll cover up the city hall with a granary. The grist mill needs to go on the river. So I'll put a grist mill here. This is in an observatory. What do we got here? Temple, kiln, dungeon. Yeah, in an observatory can be replaced by grocer and stuff. That's fine. You're good. Puteoli can grow. This is another fabulous farming town, but also a great mining town. So I think we will make this a mining town for sure. Make us a huge amount of gold. We can grow Sevilla. This is 100% a fishing town. Like, come on. That's your whole job, man. Capua? Oh my god, you need repairs. Got wrecked by that storm. All right, we repaired it up. I think this is a farming town as well. We need the food to be just sent like to places like Rome. Like, look at all that food that's coming in. Yield from connected towns, 150. Love it. Rome's quarry got bashed in. I lost a lot of money somehow. Not entirely sure how. That's fine. We'll be good in a turn. Move our military commander over. Move you to here. And then we'll blast with this mortar because the goal is to get experience. There's the promotion we were looking for. Let's grab a zeal. Make this guy a little bit of a leader because he's going to be farming these newts. All right, we've got major fortifications being built all along this front line. There's military science. So we can build a military academy, which is going to give us a huge amount of production. We got a narrative choice. 2 glimpses from ancient days glimmer in the new era, the poet writes. His words were a literary stand-in for a pair of golden horns lost to theft, celebrating the eternal presence of those marvels that spoke across ages. This will get us a cultural attribute point. 5% base culture is quite good. I think I would like the 25% culture towards studying civic masteries. I think that's a really nice boost. We also got divided opinion. The recent barrages of storms triggers a wide-scale movement to better understand such awesome phenomena, and a new group formed to help cope with the future disasters. A cluster of researchers argue that weather must be studied scientifically to protect people and infrastructure, yet a small community of naturalists prefers to focus on humanitarian efforts in the wake of devastation, arguing that weather is inevitable and should be spiritually revered. I'm going to go for the culture here. I'm definitely trying to push harder onto the culture tree this run. And a thief has been immortalized. The breaking of ground for a new city park unearths ancient ruins below the earth. Archaeologists are called in at once to translate the ancient tablet found at the dig site. Its harsh language curses a thief for stealing clothes from a bathhouse. Oh wow, this is like a callback to the story in the earlier. That's really cute. So we can get science or we can get an artifact. I think we'll take the artifact because the artifact is worth culture per turn and it's very, very early into the era. That's +4 culture per turn. We can expand Cordoba. I don't think we've turned this into a fishing town just yet. But we will be turning Cordoba into a fishing town. That brings up to 112 food. So lots of food pumping out. Science-wise, we got military science. We could go for industrialization, which would get us rail stations. That would make logistics, moving units around, a lot easier. Academics would help a lot with science as well. So I'm going to grab academics here so that we can maybe get up through this a little bit quicker. All right, let's repair our fishing boats in the capital. Although I'm not going to use production to repair because that's bad in my opinion. We will pay gold to repair. We can build a military academy, museum, and defensive fortifications. So I definitely want to build a military academy. There's a +8 tile somewhere. We've got a +8 down here on the guild hall. I will certainly take the +8. There's also a +8 here. I'll take this +8. That's a nice one. And then we'll bombard in Pangshang for the experience on our army commander. Put our units on alert. Chang'an is ready to grow. I think this should be an urban center. So we gain a little bit more resources out of it until we upgrade it into an actual city. All right, let's have a look. We've got Bilbao. Oh, this is 100% a fishing town. But right now I want it to grow, so I'll just keep it on growth. I don't know if I want to turn Bilbao into a city again. So we've got the French cultural building available now. And now I also want to get the Belle Epoque, so we can get the Salon, and I want that style empire, getting culture equal to 25% of the production cost of a building when we build it. That's amazing. All right, so we got a huge amount of influence banked up. So what do we want to spend it on? Well, I guess, actually, a good expenditure of influence could be on getting some of these city-states, in particular Tashkent right here. We could befriend this independent, and 30 turns from now, they will be my bro. I could bring this down to 20 turns if I add more, but I would like to have more city-states, and in particular, I would like to get Pangsang as well. So we're going to start, using our influence to get relationships with independent peoples. Let's go to Liangzhou, and I'm going to build the grocer in here. Again, I wish the buildings that were ageless or warehouse buildings were labeled somehow. So the Jardin à la Française, we could build that, and the museum as well. I do want the culture. I'm going to convert this to a city because that feels like a good move. And I'm going to build the red fort in this city right here. Let me go to the resource allocation. I wish there was just a button here that was like, get this city as many production resources as you can. So let's take this bonus resource out of you, your food and happiness. So what was this city that we just created? Like the workflow on this is really bad, in my opinion. Liangzhou, horses give happiness. We don't care about happiness. What we want is production. So I'm going to pump wine into this city. I'll give horses to Sevilla. That's fine. Sevilla can stay as a little fishing town. That's okay. Valladolid is ready to grow. I'm going to take this camp over here. Langzhou is ready to grow, and I definitely want production, so I'll take this 5 production tile here and this 5 production tile here. That gets us down to 11 turns on the red fort. I think we would like to purchase a military academy in here. We've got a +7 military academy right there. I'm going to plop it right here. No, I'm going to pop it right there. Boom. That's a 7 production military academy, and then we should be able to move another pop over to a high production tile, like this 2 food, 4 production, 3 happiness tile. Then we got the red fort down to 10 turns. That's sick. So I feel like we're making good expenditures of our resources at the moment. Keep things going. We got a narrative choice. Croissants for the cuirassiers, so we can get better cuirassiers or grocers. I'm gonna go for the cuirassier. Valladolid is ready to build a new thing. Muzubu Azala Mapanga. We could build that wonder down there. That does sound fun. And then I'll put a worker on this nice production tile to the north. And I'll use gold to get the military academy next turn. And we're already 6% of the way through the age. The ages feel so fast in a very much so in a way that I do not like. All right, what do we got here? Guiyang is ready to be expanded. I'm going to grab that oil. This gives me heavy naval and cavalry units, plus 1 additional combat strength. That's fantastic. Roma is ready to build the Jardin à la Française, and I think I would like to put it either here or here. This is where the palace is. I'm going to put it over here in between all these wonders. That's a 5-4-1 tile, and there's a kiln in there, so I don't think we care about that. We should be able to build our wonder, or not our wonder, the thing. I want to purchase a military academy, and I'm more tempted by high production than science this game, so I'm going to put it right there on that nice resource adjacency tile, because I believe military buildings get benefits for adjacency, generally speaking. This gets wonders and culture. This is a nice money tile. Let's build our unique quarter over here. I think that's a good spot for it. We got a specialization available for Guiyang. We definitely need to build these buildings. So granary on the city center, brickyard This is a really good science and production tile. Put you right there, brickyard, and we'll come back with more resources next turn. But grab that silver, 20% gold towards purchasing units empire-wide. Aha, a new unit has appeared. We can shoot and then kill, generating a lot of experience here. He has not quite leveled up, but he is getting there. Okay, so the Belle Epoque is complete. Now we have access to the Salon, so we can build our unique quarter. I definitely want the Style Empire plugged in. I'm going to drop Land Heritage, and instead I'm going to plug in Style Empire. Now, narrative choice. Authors of the Belle Epoque. As France flourishes on the world stage, so too does its population of writers, artists, and creative visionaries. Readers appreciate the ways in which literary realism captures their world on the page, prompting the audience to confront society's problems and think through solutions. Yet symbolism grows increasingly popular, offering distance from the quotidian to explore life's truths on a broader level. Alright, so we can get science or we can get culture. Let's go culture. We're culturing it up. Right, what's our next spot? Commanders immediately gain a new promotion. New commanders start with a promotion. I do like that. +2 culture on happiness buildings and wonders. +2 happiness on military buildings and wonders. +1 settlement limit. I think I would like to get to political theory now because that's where we get our ideology. So I'm going to research modernization. I want that production towards overbuilding. That's going to be fantastic. Roma is ready to grow my balls. Let's go ahead and grow here to the mountain. Barcelona is ready to grow. So we will grow to the coastal. Go kill that scout, actually. Don't let him escape. We do have enough resources now to look into befriending more people. I think Pangshang is definitely a befriend target for us. And we will boost this one to get it in 20 turns. Let's shoot this unit again, getting the experience. Lovely. Shoot again. We want that XP. Commander has gained a promotion, and so we shall promote you. Land units within the commander radius can be upgraded as if in friendly territory and heal 10 HP when upgraded. I do like recruitment. The combination of zeal and recruitment gives a city a huge boost to production. So this guy's going to be like a systems guy who's going to produce our military for us. We got a ton of cash. Build to the bow to the ow bow busy. Is it time to turn Chang'an into a city as well? It might be. Let's convert it to a city. Boom. I want this military academy somewhere. We've got an 8 production tile on top of a guild hall. Boom. That's good. Then I want to build our unique district. Where's the best adjacency for that? We've got a 5-1 tile right there, so let's do that. And then on top of that, we want to place the salon because we want our unique quarter. It'll take 16 turns for you to build up, but that will be good. I know you're ready to grow. Bish bash bosh, get myself a little bit of a clay pit over here. Yeah, we don't have factories yet. We will get factories eventually. We're burning through our gold, updating these cities and stuff. I think it's worth it though. We're going to have a really, really strong empire. Okay, there's academics. We can gain science in Oxford University. We could choose a technology. The steam engine would give us ironworks, which is a nice production boost. It is also a warehouse building, so I'd like to get that. We could choose a celebration. I'm going to take gold. I think gold really gives me a lot of flexibility at this phase of the game. Let's take great and most... Well, no. Let's go for land heritage. A tornado has struck. We got a brickyard here. I'll get that. I would like to get the stone cutter as well on this. That's a great science tile right there, so I'll put the stone cutter here. There's modernization, civil engineering. We get the culture for building buildings, production towards overbuilding, happiness and gold maintaining buildings, and the Hermitage. I think I would like to get rid of land heritage, and I want the cheaper maintenance of buildings. We're at 803 gold. Now we're up at 959, so that saved us a lot. Again, it would be nice to know what those cards actually would do. Like, what is the expected outcome and value if I were to plug those in? It's kind of a classic Civ 6 problem. Let's go ahead and grab the social question. That's going to give us humanism, social science, and Dogo Onsen. But more importantly, it'll lead to political theory, which will make specialists easier to maintain. We'll get a social policy slot and an ideology tree. It's kind of weird to be looking to pick an ideology like during the French Revolution, which is kind of what it feels like. Like I've got like cuirassiers and field artillery and, you know, Garde Impériales. It feels a little funky from a vibes perspective. The vibes feel off. It's the simplest way I can say it. Let's get this nice 2 food, 4 production, 3 happiness tile in Valladolid. And we can grow Bilbao. And the plan is to grow this into a fishing town, I believe. Roma. I'm trying to remember where I put the other one. Okay, yeah, so if I put it over here, I will get my unique French quarter. The unique French quarter is in here somewhere. +2 happiness on quarters in this city. So that's going to be an insane amount of quarters. We'll trigger a lot of celebrations. It'll be badass. It'll be sick. I've got about 1,000 gold in the bank, which isn't really quite enough to do what I want to be doing with my money. Took some damage on some of our units out here. This city's going to need a few repairs, so we'll do a few plantation repairs. The temple can be repaired as well. Then I think we're going to... Well, we would like to convert this to a city, but it's a farming town right now, so we'll give it a little bit more time. And we'll go to our next turn. All right, we're pumping through a couple of turns here. Saving up some gold. Specialization available in Ravenna. Oh, Ravenna should be a city for sure. Let's convert it. It's a great option for a city. We would love to get our unique quarter. The first thing we're going to do is definitely purchase a military academy, though. We've got an 8 over here on top of the temple and observatory. I think the 8 is where we want to put it. And then we're going to put a urban specialist on top of that to try to get as much production out of it. Then I want to overbuild for culture. And the best spot for that looks like it's over here. This is on top of the menagerie and pavilion, so we'll park you right there. Although there is actually a pretty good spot right here too. The university kiln. Let's put it there. Plus we want to put your salon here too, which is going to be a 2-5 tile right there. Fantastic. So we can get a unique quarter. I will use more gold to boost this city, mostly to get quarters and stuff like that, but we'll give it some time. City doesn't have that much production. We got a migrant. I'll send that one to Rome. So we're setting up for the future. We've got a lot of things. So we've got a lot of pots cooking right now. So there's the social question. Let's change our policies. No, we don't care about specialists right now. Liang Zhao, do we have a resource we could get? No, we just have a generally good tile. All right, political theory is next, and this is going to be where we can start going on the militaristic advance. So we have finished the Red Fort, and it's a beautiful wonder. I mean, look at this construction. You see the bricks coming in, the beautiful epic music surging in the background. The tower is complete, got bronze, golden spikes. You got the fireworks, the golden, or not the golden, sorry, the pink mist. Beautiful. So that's the Red Fort right there. And we built that because we wanted a better place to be able to place some of our wonder buildings and stuff like that. We want to build our unique quarter here. So the Jardin à la Française. If I plonk it right here, will be a 5-1 tile, and it will move a mine as well, which is ideal. And then I'm going to put the salon on the exact same tile so that we can get our unique quarter. I'm going to grow the city. We've got a 6 food, 1 production, 3 happiness tile, which is a great tile. Barcelona is ready to grow. Let's grab another fishing tile. Boom. City's almost full. Coming in down here. Yeah, you guys are good to chill. So we're 7 turns away from when it actually makes sense to go to war, as far as I'm concerned. We do have the resources to invest in another city-state, although it looks like a city-state that we had invested in was killed. Oh, they disappeared. That's weird. That's really weird that the city-state just disappeared. Let's befriend Munich and add support. Really weird that they disappeared. 900 culture or 1800. I'm going to take the 900 culture so we can push our way through the tree because we're just waiting on culture to begin our assault on our enemies. Let's keep the food going. Now I have a lot of gold that I can pump into Guiyang. Let's look at Ravenna. The Gross is a good building. Trying to remember where our other... There's a stone cutter over here. I'll put the grocer on that tile. Now this gets happiness for culture buildings. This one gets happiness for... This gets culture for happiness. So wherever we're building these two unique buildings, we want to build our city park and our museum adjacent to that. So I think right here would be a good spot. So I'll buy a city park tile on top of this library, and then I'll buy the museum on top of that, and then that will get us the adjacency that we're looking for. You're going to start to see the yields in some of these cities start to pump up. Valladolid is ready to grow, and I'm going to keep growing to these nice high production, high happiness tiles. Just keep getting them under control. Roma is ready for the schoolhouse and the museum. The schoolhouse is up to an 8 science building. It could go really well with the military academy here. Instead, I'm going to put it on this mine so I can move an urban specialist onto the military academy. There's an 8 science tile right there. That's a good one. Let's take it. And then I want urban specialist on this production right here. Okay, I was not expecting these guys to disappear, so let me scoop these up. Not what I was expecting, them to just straight up disappear, because I didn't get the resources for clearing them, which is annoying. It's fine. Next turn, I mean, I guess it's fine, because next turn we do get the, we get our ideology, so we'll be able to push. Oh, a new one appeared. Something appeared. Anyway, there's political theory. Free speech is 100% a fantastic pick. We also got ironworks. This is a warehouse production building. We have the port as well, which increases the resource allocation to this city and gives us lots of gold. We can build merchants, we can build ironclads, extra strength from flanking. So now we're ready for the next step of the legacy path. Choose and adopt a political ideology by completing its associated civic, democracy, fascism, or communism. Complete the combustion technology. Accept objective. Got it. I'm going to take free speech. Then in here, in our ideology tree, so democracy, let's have a look at these different ideology trees. Democracy gives you fireside chats. It's happiness from specialists, but less gold in towns. Suffrage gives you culture from specialists, but less production in towns. You just straight up get 4 infantry units. You get a cultural attribute and a diplomatic attribute point. So definitely feels much more like build cities direction. Then you've got liberalism, which gives you free press. Towns gain culture equal to your culture attribute, but you lose 5 science in your cities. And then you get welfare state, which gives you towns happiness equal to your diplomatic attribute, but you lose production in cities. So you've got like city focus, then town focus, and then avant-garde gives you culture and happiness from displayed great works. You get production towards constructing wonders, and you get production towards training air units. Versus fascism. Fascism gives you assembly line, +3 production from specialists, -3 food in towns. Dirigisme gives you +6 gold from specialists, and -3 happiness in towns. You get 3 cavalry units, so you've got your city-centric idea here, and then you get an economic and a militaristic attribute point. Radicalism gives you martial law. Towns gain production equal to your militaristic attribute, you lose some happiness, and towns gain gold equal to your economic attribute, you lose some culture in cities. And then absolutism gives you 50% production boost towards all military units, but gold maintenance is increased. Strategic railways gives you production towards buildings and improvements in cities with a rail station. Scorched earth gives you extra combat strength for all of your units when you're attacking, but you actually get more yield from pillaging. So this definitely feels like more an offensive, like go on the offense. Then communism gives you science from specialists, but costs you gold in towns. Gives you food from specialists, but costs you happiness in towns. You get 3 ranged units, you get an expansionist and a scientific attribute. Centralism, you get collectivization. Towns gain food equal to your expansionist attribute, but you lose 5 happiness in your cities, and towns gain science equal to your scientific attribute, but you lose culture in cities. And then socialism gives you +3 combat strength for all land units in your own territory, and police state gives you +8 happiness in cities while at war, and you get 30% production towards completing projects. I think I'm going to go fascism this game, because I plan to go on a very much so the offensive. So I'm going to take fascism, economic, military, let's go. So 7 more turns before we can adopt an ideology. This is where my military academy is, and so this is where I want to put my specialists. They're quite cheap to maintain now, only 0.9 food and 0.9 happiness, so I'll plop you in there. In terms of technologies, I believe they wanted me to research combustion to get land ships. So I'm going to start researching combustion and fascism, and we're gonna go on the offensive here. It definitely feels so weird to be like, I'm in the Industrial Revolution, but I'm also like doing fascism, and it feels all out of whack, in my opinion. There's definitely like room for a settler over here, like right here. Captures a lot of value on these tiles, so I'll move a city there. Okay, social policies are available. Your people are open to a policy change. Not sure what really triggered this, but I do like the idea of civil engineering, so we get more production towards overbuilding. And then I'm going to take the culture from specialists. We're all about that culture. Town specialization available for Mediolanum. I don't know if I want to turn Mediolanum into a city. It is only 400 gold. Let's do it. Okay, Mediolanum is a city now. And the ironworks and the grocer are really good pickups here. I think the brickyard is a forever building, so I'll place down on top of that. We got a narrative choice, a productive lunch. On a lunch break, an enterprising ironworker shapes the length of a spare wire into an innovative human model. It looks like the perfect form onto which to hang a tailor's work. So we can gain culture or gold. I think the gold is going to be really nice here because I'll be able to purchase more buildings. The more betterer, more fasterer. I will put I don't want to put a specialist on that tile. I don't want to grow. I don't want to do it. How do I tell the city that I don't want to do it? Send a migrant to Rome or send them to Puteoli. Fine, I'll put a specialist here. I don't want to do that. You made me do that. I didn't want to do it. Okay, where do we want to put this? So we've got a 5-2 right here. I'll take a 5-2. So 5-2 on you, and then we'll do the 2-5 on you as well. And then I want the city park adjacent to that with the museum, so we can build this beautiful set of cities with great culture and happiness. Bring you forward, wait a turn, 12% through the area, and I don't even feel like it's the right time to declare war. Oh, new city-states appeared. Interesting. Was not expecting that. Let's make friends with Geneva. I'll pump some more resources into Geneva soon. Barcelona. Where did I build my Jardin à la Française? I think it was here. God, it's so hard to tell what's going on in the UI. And because I have such a huge empire, I have to remember a lot. And my memory's not that good, dude. In Mediolanum, I want the military academy, and I want a +8 military academy. And this is the tile right here for the +8, so I'll buy that right there. We'll save some cash. Go ahead and join that army. Okay, Chang'an needs to be grown. I will take over some of these mining tiles. It's good. We can choose a celebration. I think the gold is the way. I'm going to take 20% science so we can shave a turn off of that thing. And I'll take the +2 science from specialists because we want to shave some turns off combustion if we can. Roma needs its ironworks. I definitely want to put a museum here. See, there's an 11 gold port right there. Place that, and then the ironworks I'll place on top of the temple, but I'll do that one first. Then we got to start thinking about if we want to recruit some Jacobins. Get those unique French units. Okay, Munich is 6 turns away from popping out. Move on to the next turn. See what shakes out of the tree. Baby. Mzibu Azala Bapanga. So this is the wonder that we built. I forgot what it does. Dude, there's so much that happens in between the turns that it would be really great if I could see what this wonder does on the screen. So what the hell does this thing do again? I'm just like, it's one of these things. It's in here. Okay, I scroll through. Oh man, this causes performance too. My computer does not like me scrolling this list. Jesus. So like, even when I hover over this, no tooltip appears. So all I can see here is that this thing is giving me +4 food. Like, hovering over it doesn't tell me what it does. I have to like go into here. Remember, okay, which tree was it in? Oh shit, god damn, where is this thing? Which one was it? It was this one. +4 food. Okay, it's the lake one. Got it. All right, we got that 500 science. That'll shave a turn off that. +3 culture from department stores. The wax revolution. Building on the ironworker's innovative wire mannequin, a renowned fashion designer makes his own attempt at creating a human figure of wax. His artistic eye deftly captures the form of his apprentice, and soon seamstresses and tailors from all over the city flock to purchase his mannequins. Beautiful. Okay, so Valladolid. We would like to get our ironworks at our military academy. The ironworks is going to go down... Where again? What are you? That's a science tile. Where my warehouse at? But let's find out where the military academy is going first. I definitely want to put it on a 7 tile. There's a 7 tile. So let me purchase the military academy there. And I'll put the ironworks up here out of the way. We got to grow this city. I'll keep growing to these nice, highly productive tiles because production is king. It's always king in these games. Name a game where it isn't king and I call you a liar. I'll send a migrant to Puteoli. I believe this is a mining town, so we want to focus on the mining stuff when we migrate to it. So now we have assembly line, which is production from specialists and gold from specialists. We also have cavalry units. We gain economic and militaristic attribute points. So these cavalry units here, these cuirassiers, I'm going to get them to move over to Valladolid. Also, the cuirassier thing... I know it's meant to be the helmet, but it totally looks like someone just doesn't know how to draw a horse's head. I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like. I apologize if that hurts your feelings. Okay, the nation, only the nation, all for the nation have 30 military units within 20 turns. And I think we immediately completed that. So we can get 1 point towards the ideology legacy path, or get a militaristic attribute point. I don't know. Okay, so this is the ideology one. Okay, sick. So let's grab our narrative choice. I'm going to take the militaristic attribute point. We got so many attribute points there. We got a diplomatic. 50% influence towards initiating and progressing the befriend independent. Oh, that's really good. Then economically, resource capacity in towns could be good. I'll take +2 gold per age for every active trade route. Militaristically, commanders gain a free level and new commanders start with a free level. That's sick. I'm going to go for production towards training military units as well. Narrative choice. Duty is another duty unto itself. Diplomacy grows more powerful with practice. We get a diplomatic attribute point. Amazing. We can claim an artifact but lose culture. I'll claim that artifact. And Valladolid is ready to grow again. And this city's growing like crazy. It's getting food. Barcelona. Let's grab another fishing tile in there. Civics wise, we don't need to go for radicalism. Interestingly, we can research democracy. It's probably meant to be locked out. I do like the idea of going for nationalism here. So let's do a little bit of nationalism. That's what our goal is. And so now that we have an ideology, we just need to wait for combustion and then we can start invading. So some of my commanders have leveled up as a result of the free promotions. I would like to go for Bastion. Because I would like this, +5 healing after attacking. That seems really powerful. Harassment also looks really good. So I'll tell you what, let's take harassment so we do more damage with our melee units in flanking. This commander over here has a promotion. I'm going to go down the Bastion route. It sounds good. Commander over here has a point. Our fleet commander has leveled up. They start with flotilla. Ooh, land units can pack into that commander. That's actually really cool. I'll take quartermaster on you. You just pack up navy. That's what you do. This commander over here has a level up. Now, I believe you were about to get area denial, so we can get command zone, inflicts zone of control, which makes me feel like merit is really good. So he provides like a huge zone of control here like this, and he's going to scoop up XP like crazy. You have a promotion too. I'll take regiments. Then I'll be able to take field medic and survival training. Be able to do some fun things with these commanders. Hopefully we'll get some experience here. I've got 2 more turns until we actually declare war. I'm going to go ahead and settle a little city right here. We got Toulouse. I'll build a granary right there. I'll build a fishing quay right there. I'll build a grocer right here with the brickyard, the saw pit as well as the stone cutter. So we've kind of we've made the city into a line basically that it can expand out of, and then we can start to grow. I'll grab these horses, +6 happiness. I will grab this chimkin. That's another little bit of happiness. Resource assignment, we don't need to mess with that. I really hate it when a game like takes me out of the map. Like, I wish I could do this resource assignment while looking at the map, you know what I mean? Like, put this window, this little thing, hover it over a city so I can look around, you know what I mean? Like, if I hover over this coal, let's use a different example. Let's say I hover over this horses, like a little line, it should tell me where this horse is going, I feel like. There's like a lot of little frustrating things with the UI that I will probably get more used to them in time, but I'm just having feelings. Let's go to the next turn. So it's now much cheaper for me to befriend independents. So like Han Seong over here, I'm going to go ahead and befriend. And I can even add support so they'll be ready in 20 turns, which is really not that long of a time. Although then again, it's like almost like 20% of an era. Like an era just doesn't feel like it lasts that long. All right, migrant into Puteoli. Let's keep getting that production up. You jump into this guy. I will send this army commander over to Valladolid. Next turn's when the war begins. So I feel like we've set ourselves up for the war. I feel like we've done so with a better understanding of the game in general. Oh, look at that category 4 hurricane. God damn. I don't even know where that is. We got combustion, so we have access to cruisers, which is a tier 2 modern light naval unit. Has the skirmish ability, so it gets extra combat strength from flanking. We've got the dreadnought, which is the heavy naval unit. And we've got the land ship, which is the modern cavalry unit, which ignores zone of control. Legacy Pass Ideology tree. Our empire faces threats, not material but ideological. To protect our citizens, we should douse these embers before they have a chance to ignite. Next objective, research flight. Capture a foreign city belonging to a civilization that follows a different ideology. Accept the objective. So, it is time to declare war on China, who hopefully hates our guts, to make declaring war easier. Yeah, I was putting down urban specialists on these tiles. I need to pop in here and purchase, repair some tiles. Again, just kind of like frustrating to have to come in here and click so many times to get something repaired. Okay, we can expand to lose. 6 food, 3 happiness. Let's go. In terms of choosing a technology, industrialization would give us a lot of military advancements. We've got the rail station, which is unit production. We've got field guns, howitzers, rifle infantry, guard imperials. Let's go for that. All right, we got some buildings to repair in here. Grocer and ironworks are ready to be built. Yeah, I just wish there was an indication. I think the stonecutter is a forever building, so we'll put that there. Toulouse is ready for a specialization. I don't actually want to put a specialization in there. All right, let's do it. Let's go. China, it's over for you. Formal war. Boom. Heaven is against you, you shall see. Sir, I am here to ideologically conquer your mind. We will support ourselves eventually, but it's not like the current objective. Let's move forward with our military. We're going to deploy into his face. We're going to move forward with our military again. We're going to deploy into his face again. Being able to just like violently pinata units onto someone's face is incredibly satisfying. Move this army commander over to there. Now, we should have cuirassiers. Oh, I don't know if you can even be upgraded to tanks, whatever. All right, I'll park a ironworks on this tile right here. Oh, it's not where I should have put it. It's fine though. I will place a city park and a museum adjacent to our unique district as well. I will put specialists on the unique district. Feels like the play. I miss a lot of the old lenses, you know? All right, anyway, we got some battling to do. So field cannon, smash the town center. We will move this guard imperial forward. I'm going to move this commander around to the left here so that he can vomit out his violence on these tiles. This guard imperial can move forward. I'm going to move this commander forward to, you know, lead and protect these units. It's under siege. If I were to attack here, we would get pretty bad situation. We do want to keep supporting our war. Let's attack this field cannon. I want to take him out if we can. Both of these guys should be able to clear him. We'll move our field cannon up to here. We'll upgrade this cuirassier to a land ship. Oh, look at that bad boy right there. Oh, we got a thing that we can capture. Maybe scouts have to step on that. I don't know. Maybe scouts do. Let's move this military commander up to that tile. So we've got like little land ships with guard imperials flowing through. All right, let's grab that coastal. We got low happiness. Take me there. Barcelona is low on happiness. We'll figure it out. Oh, the hurricane! No! Please stop! Oh, the damage is going to be unmitigated. Oh, this thing is going. Holy shit. It's still going. What are you gonna... Are you done? Oh, it's going. Where are you going? Okay, you were going all the way over there. Jesus. All right, we got a town specialization up here. That's not really what we're about, though, is it? So if we attack this Gusa, we will do slightly more damage than they do to us. Really not a lot, but the experience is always nice. I think it is worth it to hammer a city with your units, especially when you have pillage as an option. And it'll gather experience for your commanders. Taking some damage on this front. Can we get this kill? Let's go for it. There we go. And then we can move a tank down to take over. Oh, you needed to deploy those guys like yesterday. Whoops. Stupid Mongolians being in my way. Right, what are you now? Are you the Mughals? Yeah, the Mughals. Sorry, Xerxes. So let's pillage for health and keep slamming the city with our units. Slowly bringing down the defenses. Roma is ready to grow, and I think it would be good to place down the guys on our unique district in the Jardin à la Francais and the Salon. City-state bonus in Munich is available. The Institute unique improvements, +5 science and +2 science on wet or vegetated terrain. Science buildings receive +1 science for every city-state you're suzerain of. A 5% science boost. A free technology when you become suzerain of a city-state, including this one. Oh, that's insane. Give me that. +1 production on camps, +1 food on farms and plantations. There's steam engine, mastery. That's gross. Geneva, we are befriending. We'll hold on to some more of that influence. You heal for a turn as we move up. Grab these 3 cities and then move on Xerxes. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get in here with his own little bit of a battle. So there's nationalism. We gain happiness on the palace equal to our cultural attribute. We get +1 settlement limit. We get a narrative choice. Geneva will give us 500 science. Boom. Thank you, Geneva. We can grow a town. Guiyang is ready to grow. I will grow to that tile. I do need to come into Guiyang and build like the ironworks and the grocer. You know what? Ironworks here and grocer here. Then I can grow, keep developing. This is just a town. Barcelona hitting up against its population capacity. Toulouse is growing as well. Keep on growing, Toulouse. We can choose a civic. So on the fascism side of things, we could go for martial law and propaganda. We could go for Grand Army. Free promotion is really strong. I'm going to go for mastery of Belle Epoque. I want that +2 culture on happiness, buildings and wonders. We have a decent number of those. Valladolid is ready to build its unique quarter. Now, I'm trying to remember, have we built the city park and the museum? No, we have not. So the Jardin à la Française. Okay, we actually do have a wonder we could build here. Let's see. Population every time you enter a celebration. That's actually really good. As France. Culture and gold for every city-state you're suzerain of. That's really powerful. Hermitage is culture. Oxford University is free technologies. I like the idea of the Oxford University. I think an Oxford University right here is quite powerful. So let's go for the Oxford Uni. It'll take 10 turns. That's fine. We can grow this city. We'll just keep growing. Toulouse, we don't want to put a specialization on you. We just want you to continue to grow. And then you are going to... Oh, I wanted you to unload. Let's pull you back. We'll bring the tank. Will kill this unit. We'll move the field cannon forward to attack the enemy field cannon. Boom. This Guard Imperial, I'm going to get him to heal. We will continue to blast Beiping. I'm going to assemble my army here as much as I can. 2 Guard Imperials. Let's attack there and there, which should open up another tile to deploy another unit, I hope. I can't move you onto a safe tile, but mission accomplished. We have opened up a tile. I'm going to get you to fortify for a turn. So let's keep assaulting Beiping. We want to bring its health down. We're going to pillage for health here. We will pillage for health here as well as we continue to assault this. This guy has gained a level. Field Medic is actually pretty handy. Land units within the command radius gain +5 healing in enemy and neutral territory, so I'll take that. All right, we're making our way through the turns in a very nice way. There's some combat going on. Oh wow, this guy almost died. He got out by the skin of his teeth. Well, we will be able to retreat. I kind of miss city bombards. 4 science, 5 culture. I'm not getting anything from these buildings, which is kind of interesting. All right, let's vomit out our violence. Got another angle opening up. I will use this tank to kill you. I'll shoot this guy. I'm going to get you to your healing, I hope. You have a ranged attack, Guard Imperial. That's kind of crazy. You're crazy. So 50 melee strength versus 0 bombard strength. That's kind of weird. All right, let's take these guys out and then advance forward with you. I wish to vomit my units out. Oh, yes. Blast Beiping. Oh! Excellent. Bonjour. I want you somewhere safe. Let's get you guys healing up. You're a little bit too hurt to continue the assault. You can assault pretty comfortably though. I'll play it conservatively with my unit's health. I'm getting a lot of experience from these battles. That's the nice thing about these nice slow battles is you do get a lot of experience. All right, so +2 culture on happiness, buildings and wonders. Valladolid is ready to grow. Let's keep growing to the rural tiles. Langzhou is ready to grow as well. We'll keep just growing to the nice food tiles. Toulouse is growing. Again, just grab whatever tile that matters. I think at this point it doesn't matter too much. Extra happiness on military buildings and wonders would be really good. We get those celebrations. All right, let's repair the fishing boat. Chang'an needs its ironworks. So I'm going to purchase that ironworks. I'm trying to find somewhere good to plonk it down. Right there is fine. I'm going to build a Jacobin in here. I think it's time for us to get a few of those going because I have none. Okay, let's blast you. And then we'll hit you with the tank. I'm going to have both of these units heal up. Let's keep moving these Guard Imperials. I have a bombard over here. I can blast the city of Beiping once again. I'm going to wait a turn before I try to soften this up anymore because I don't want it to be stolen by Xerxes because I would be so mad if he did that. Oh, I think we can get a kill here and advance. All right, you're ready to heal up. Heal up, good sir. I do feel like the front line moves quite smoothly and fluidly. I will say in Civ 6, I had a much easier time because there was less overbleed of tiles and less elevation. It was easier to tell which tiles were valid places to move just mentally. There's going to be an experience thing, right? It's like There's a lot of jumble on the map screen here is what it feels like. I wonder if it's like a point where like the 3D fidelity and density of things on screen has just reached a point where it just like it's too much now and I can't see anything. The carpetization of city development. All right, so there's rail stations. We do want to build rail stations. We've got field guns. That's an improve to our ranged unit. We've got howitzers, tier 2 modern siege unit. We've got rifle infantry. We've got Guard Imperials. Choose a technology. Combat strength for infantry would be really nice. We are infantry heavy. Mass production. Yeah, I think we're going to go for mastery of industrialization because we are heavy on the infantry side of things. Celebration wise, I think +3 combat strength for military units now that we're at war is really good. I'm going to take production from specialists. That feels amazing. It's our nice ideology right there. We could choose production in our capital. We can now build a rail station. 2 settlements with rail stations connected by land will create a railroad between them. Units can be sent along railroads with rail transfers on or adjacent to a rail station. Settlement must have a rail station before it can have a factory. Occupies a full tile and cannot be paired with another building. Okay, that's good to know. I'll put it down here on this old science tile. Push forward with you. Now let's blast Bay Ping. City defenses are Ericid, so we shall go in. Boom. +2 happiness on military buildings and wonders. That's from Voy Triomphal. And we get +1 settlement limit. We've completed the first milestone along the ideology military legacy path. We score 15 ideology points by capturing settlements once adopting an ideology. Okay, got it. Accept thingy. I was not expecting... okay. So we got 2 points for that because they're not a different ideology. But yeah, we got to keep capturing. Still got room for 2 more cities. We will be keeping this settlement. Commanders with an extra thingy. Let's have a look on modern civics. I would like the French ability, so I'm going to go for the Grand Army. That'll give our commanders extra promotions, which is really good for our current plans. All right, we shot at this guy, which has given our commander here a promotion. I'm going to go for initiative so that units can move after unpacking from this commander. It's a great ability. It just gives them insane mobility. Let's evaluate the positioning here. I think we can get this kill, which is great for the experience on this commander. I got a scout here to explore a little... I think these are actually antiquity sites. They're not places for those units. I'm going to befriend this independent and I will add support, so it's 20 turns until they become a city-state. That's awesome. We have a squall line. Oh boy. Liang Zhao. I would like Liang Zhao to make me another Jacobin. This city is getting raised. 100%. Like, what is that? Let's upgrade this field cannon to a field gun. I find it quite frustrating to be able to tell whether or not I can shoot at a tile. That was something that I felt like I had a really good intuition for in like Civ 5, Civ 6. In this game, less so. Also, I don't really understand, like, why can I move onto this tile but not attack on this tile? It's because they're embarked, right? And it's all a little squirrely. Like these navigable rivers feel like they should be land tiles, but they are not, which again feels kind of funky. There's a lot of funkiness, I will say that about this game. Kind of smells kind of funky. All right, so we got our first howitzer. The unit models are beautiful. We'll get ourselves a better field cannon. Oh yeah, look at that field gun. All right, Chang'an is growing. I'm going to grow to these mountain tiles because they're pretty good. Barcelona is ready to grow. I will keep pumping pop on top of here. That's perfect. We could choose production in Ravenna. Let us repair the fishing boat in Ravenna. Now, I definitely want to get the ironworks. That's 7 production per turn. But again, I hate that, like, it's hard to find where these buildings are meant to go. Yeah, I find placing the ageless buildings very frustrating. I'll build a Jacobin in here. I don't know what Jacobins do, but I want to know. The only way to know is to build them. Let's move the land ship forward. We'll move the field artillery forward. The field artillery can start taking pot shots at these guys in the river. Boom. All right, we're popping Quabdo now, getting a good bit of damage in. Oh, we can go stand on a volcano. Now that's awesome. Got my dudes with the little French flag of the volcano. I feel like they did nail the some of the vibes on these units. Like these units are gorgeous. One thing I don't love is everything looks a little fuzzy. I don't know how I explain that, but it's like a render scale. It's almost like there's too much detail. It's like they over detailed it. And so it's not rendering. It's all coming out in the blur. It's a gorgeous game, I will say that. I'm just giving my vibes. I feel like we've gone too far graphically. I'm gonna need to come back. I know that sounds insane, okay? I promise you. I think Civ 6 looked maybe worse than this game, but I liked it more. Like look at this building right here, okay? I zoom out. LOD makes it fuzzy. I zoom in. It stays fuzzy for a few seconds, you know, and that happens on everything. It kind of messes with your head when you're like, okay, I want to look over here. I zoom in, oh, you know, this is like, I don't know. Okay, so Jacques Nicolas Bilaud Varenne activate on the palace to give all land units +3 combat strength in districts. Annoyingly, my palace is a very long way away, but I had no idea that they needed to be activated on the palace. Maybe only he does, right? Let's go for the Hermitage in here. Oh yeah, I love that. Six culture, 2 happiness. Let's get it. We can grow this city too. There's a little bit too much going on the tiles, I feel like, for warfare. And the unit silhouettes are not very clear. They're very small. All right, let's shoot this boy. I think we just mass attack here. I got a land ship on what I need to do. I can shoot this guy across the river, getting a kill. There's 5 XP. Let's slowly blast the city. Do a little coordinated attack. Oh yeah. I think that handles our turn. Some battling going on. Once I conquer these 3 cities, we are going to turn on the Mughal Empire. Oh my god, the Mughal Empire is not ready. Mediolanum. Hardly newer. So we've got an ironworks and a brickyard here. Let's stack them out. Choose a city-state bonus. So Geneva here, science buildings receive. I think a 5% science boost for every city-state we're choosing of is really powerful. Let's take it. We got a department store, but urbanization. That's a happiness building. Then we got the opera house. It's a culture building. And we got a settlement limit, which is nice. We also got a narrative choice, the chef special. From a shop front, the aroma of cooked meats and spices washes over the throngs in the city streets. A few enterprising chefs recall the old traditions of their ancestors, opening cook shops on busy corners. Lately, the people's attention has been captivated by one particular dish. Happiness on city parks, gold on city parks, or influence on city parks. Influence on city parks can be pretty damn good. I'm gonna go for the influence on city parks. I like that. I'm very heavily focused on building up relationships with city states right now, and I want to find more. Hanseong. We are currently getting 3 per turn towards Hanseong. Munich we already have. We could promote growth here. I don't know if promoting growth is really worth it. Geneva has just converted. We are already converting this one. I think there was another one. There were more around, but I don't know where they've gone. And I don't really know a good way to find them. Like if I click on diplomacy. Oh, there's a few. Taungi of the Shan people. Where are you? Taungi. I don't really see the Taungi. I'll add my support to this again. That'll shave 4 turns off that. And so now I can start looking to talk to Napoleon again. Me and Napoleon are like giga chill. Let's improve trade relations with Napoleon. Open borders, cultural exchange, farmers market. We just do them all. And then over in the mainland, in here, we should probably repair all these buildings that are damaged. So let's start buying some traders, I guess. Merchant. Oh man, I gotta repair over here. I had no idea this was damaged. My empire is big and difficult to manage, dude. It's so big. I'll build myself a little sawmill here. I do need to get an ironworks. I'll put it on the same tile as the sawmill. Port, rail station, all that stuff. We'll get around to that. Roma has built its rail station. It's in here. The department store and opera house. I think the department store and opera house want to be adjacent to this. We get extra adjacency from it. That's 8 culture right there. That feels amazing. Oh, there's a 12 cultures tile right here. A lot of culture is coming from the specialist though, because of the military academy. So I'm going to go here instead. And I'm going to make sure I place both buildings, the department store and the opera house, on those tiles to try to chunk it out. I will put I'm going to put a specialist on my really good adjacency tile over here. All right, command units. What do we got? Guard Imperial. Looks like there was a little bit of a flood or something that went on here. Let's blast the city's defenses. Commander, can you do a ranged coordinated attack? And then can you do... Oh, you can only do 1 coordinated attack per turn. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. I'm going to have you retreat, and I'll have this Guard Imperial take over. I'll attack in melee with you, and then I'll attack in melee with you. And Quabdo should fall. There we go. Lots of experience being gathered up. Oh, it didn't quite fall. Right, it'll come down next turn. Let's start crossing the river. We want to take Shenyang if we can. I'll leave a Guard Imperial in this town, fortified and protecting. Might be good for me to scoop up units next turn and then get a move on. You'll go into alert mode protecting that town, and you're not even really worth thinking about moving. What do we got going on here? Geneva befriending emperors changed our relationship. We got a howitzer here. I'm gonna move the howitzer into the water so that I can position it like here or something. We'll see if we can't attack a little bit more effectively. I've got a Guard Imperial that I want to level up, as do you. You guys all need to heal up. I've got a Guard Imperial in Yingtian, ideally protecting. So I'll send you over here to this front on the west that we're going to be building up. All right, I'm sending my Jacobins to the capital in Roma. My army commander has made it to Valladolid, so we will soon be ready to attack Delhi. It would be better if we had some actual siege units. I think it'd be good if we purchased a howitzer or 2 in this city. So I purchased 1 howitzer. I don't know if I can purchase more than 1 at the moment. Okay, he wants peace, but I'm only going to take peace. I will need to take a look at the map, and then I'll see if I can get peace from him. Commanders immediately getting a promotion. All right, so all of our commanders just got a promotion, which is amazing. This city is ready to grow. Guiyang is growing. Grab the food. Roma is growing. I will keep building this vortex of urban specialists over here. It's really, really good. 7 culture per specialist is like amazing. So in terms of technology, I forget what we just unlocked. Flight would be a pretty good one to unlock for our military sort of thing. What does electricity do again? Science and gold. +1 specialist limit is really good, so I'll grab that electricity as well. That'll help us. Commander has a promotion available. Let's take Quabdo. That city should fall now. Boom. District defense is destroyed. I'm going to move the commander forward, assemble my army, bring my units forward to get upgraded and assembled in. We're going to keep that city. And then I'm going to talk to China and I'm going to say, hey, peace. I want you to give me Shenyang for peace. He doesn't want to give me Tarsus, but he will give me Shenyang. I will propose that and take it. So that's perfect. We're now at peace with him and we can prepare a war with Xerxes. Okay, brilliant. Commander has available promotion points. This commander is ready to level up. Let's go into his queue. Land units in the command radius ignore terrain movement restrictions. I think that's a fantastic promotion, incredibly powerful for mobility. This commander over here also has a promotion. I'm going to go for the +3 combat strength from fortifications for land units within the command radius, and land units within the command radius heal 5 HP after attacking is super powerful. Commander has available promotion points. This is my naval commander. We are going to grab healing an enemy in neutral territory, or we can get pillaging. I'm going to go for healing an enemy in neutral territory, and then I'm going to give it +1 command radius so that it can apply its bonus to more naval units. Now, the war with the Mughal Empire might be good for us to have a naval commander. Probably not necessary, but we do have Shenyang, Baiping, and Kudao, or whatever it's called. I gotta inject a lot of gold into these places, and I need to set up my front line over here. So you, sir, Mr. Military Commander, can you assemble your troops? Get into position. This military commander will also assemble some troops. This guy has a promotion. I'm going to take survival training. Land units within the command radius have the commando ability. Terrain combat bonuses are doubled, and infantry units can move and attack through cliffs. That's really powerful. I think I like the big command radius. It allows me to like funnel experience and get my benefits spread. So I think we just got Grand Army. I would like +2 combat strength for each adjacent military unit. That's amazing for Grand Army. And also our infantry units will gain the swift ability, allowing them to ignore zone of control is really strong. And then we'll go for the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so Liangzhou definitely needs its ironworks. So I'm going to build that where? The military academy there. I'll plonk it right here. Guiyang, it has a town specialization. I think I want it to be a mining town. I want lots of gold from it so we can fuel my economy. I do love that I can build culture buildings in my towns as Augustus. Like, I think that's an amazing ability. Can purchase culture buildings in towns is insane for Augustus. It like gives him such a strong culture game, which has a lot of powerful benefits potentially. I think it is good for us to get our rail stations too. So I'm going to pop a railway station right here. That will allow me to place another pop. Yingtan, let's get more rail stations going. We'll erase this kiln and temple, working on things. Let me grab myself a merchant here so I can get a connection between Guiyang and Yingtan. All right, we got these military units moving east. Gonna go ahead and promote you. I'm gonna tell you to reinforce this commander. And we got Camille Desmoulins. Activate on any city's districts to add +1 happiness on quarters in that city. I'm going to do that in Valladolid. Valladolid is a good candidate for that. We got a howitzer here in Valladolid, speaking of. We have a trader, and I would like to send you, Mr. Trader, over to Berlin, if you could, because that looks like a great trade route. Then I'm going to come down, and I will buy myself another merchant, and we'll pop into the next turn. Let's go. Oxford University has been completed. So it's all coming together. You can see the cranes, you can see the cranking. All right, lovely. I love to see that all coming together. Nice shiny celebration. Beautiful. That has unlocked combustion, which gives us combat strength for cavalry units and production on production buildings. We also have electricity, which gives us laboratories and stock exchange and specialist limit in every city. We can also grow Valladolid. I will continue to get these nice food tiles. I think those are sick. We can create a specialist tile. We've got a military academy down here. I think I'll just create that vortex of urban specialists. Valladolid, I need to build up a culture zone. I also need to build like a rail station and stuff. There's a 10 gold port right there. So there's a 5-1. I think I'll put the 5-1 here, and then I'll build the salon on top of that tile. And then when we grow, I will put the specialist on that tile as well. Next technology that I want, I would like to get radio, maybe. That would heavily reinforce the direction that I've gone in with France, where I'm getting a lot of culture and happiness. Flight feels like the right play, though, because it gets you 8 production. So I'm going to go for flight. That's a huge production building for making units. I want you to scoop up more units here, monsieur, and then get a move on. You shall heal up. Assemble whatever you can. Get a move on. And go ahead and join that army right there. So I've got all my units scooped up into armies, ready to burst into Uliastai's face. I have a trader up here in Yingqian. Let's make sure we upgrade all these units on the front line. We'll need more money too. It'll take some time. I want you to trade with Chickasaw. So head over there to trade with Chickasaw, Mr. Trader. I think things are coming together quite nicely for me. Oh, what were you doing building a new settlement over there? You're crazy. Crazy in the coconut. I will be raising these. 100%. Excellent. So we could choose a new civic, and I think we're going to go straight for the Code Civil de Francais. I want that +2 culture for every social policy slotted into the government, and I also want the Eiffel Tower. So let's go for it, because that culture and stuff is going to allow me to push through to the end of like the fascism tree really quickly. I'll be able to go back for modern civics and do all this sort of stuff. Yeah, France's culture is very powerful, and it works incredibly well when you're playing as Augustus, because you can build those culture buildings pretty much anywhere. What I like is you can actually upgrade units that are inside your general. That is something I very much so like. Let's make sure we upgrade all these field cannons to their proper higher tier form. These Guard Imperials also need to be leveled up. This cuirassier needs to become a tank. You're already leveled up. Perfect. My trader has made it to Berlin. I'm going to establish a trade route with Berlin. A huge amount of factory resources were just picked up, although we don't have a factory yet. I think factories are unlocked at mass production, so that'll probably be the next thing we do. All right, let's pick up our next narrative choice. We get 500 science from Han Seong. They are going to convert very soon. Izego Gashima is also converting at 4 per turn. That's fine. We can grow a city. Barcelona is ready to grow. I'm going to create this huge culture vortex right here. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful tiles. I will say that. The game is so gorgeous, man. In terms of choosing production, in Ravenna, there's a 17 science thing there. I'd like to get my railway station, so the inn and the bazaar could be killed. Yeah, I'll put the rail station right there. I think it's a good one. Agra is going to get raised 100%, dude. A couple more turns. I need to denounce his military presence and denounce him. Give that a few turns to make its way through. I'll set this Guard Imperial to reinforce you. I will set this field gun to reinforce you. And we're basically ready to begin the invasion on this front. Jacques-Pierre Bresson wants to be on the palace to give all units +2 combat strength. Well, head to the palace, please. Can I purchase Jacobins? I can. They're 800 gold each. Tell you what, I'll purchase that one. We got Georges Danton. Don't know what he does yet, so we'll see what he does next turn. Right, Guard Imperial, let's get you leveled up. Boom, boom, boom. We've got a nice army here for taking Bernapur. I would love to take Delhi. Camille Desmoulins, +1 happiness on quarters in this city. So boom. That was nearly like 80 happiness in here, which is amazing. Our happiness is ridiculous. Okay, let's grow the city of Chang'an. We got a military academy and a guild hall here. Let's park another unit there. We can grow Beiping. Let's grab that sugar. Yeah, resources are automatically getting assigned. So I think I will attack Xerxes next turn. Georges Danton will create a celebration if I use him on the palace, so I'm happy to do that. Next turn I'll buy another Jacobin. All right, nice. We got the Hermitage. So I think this is a 10% culture boost plus a bunch of great works of art. I believe it was. Gorgeous building. I mean, look at that. I love the column outside with the goddess of the sun on top of it or whatever. Very beautiful. Love it. Gorgeous. All right, let's grow this town. Shenyang. I think this town just needs lots of food. Lots of food will get it growing. I'm going to go for the +3 combat strength again. And I will also give my infantry units the swift ability so they ignore zone of control now. I'm going to choose production in Langzhou. I've got so many buildings to build. Doya Sutep could be good. I think the play here is to keep pumping our culture and happiness. We want to place them adjacent to our unique quarter over here. So park a museum. There you go. 7-1. Love it. And then beside the museum, we'll do the opera house. Boom. Give it a few turns. That'll allow me to grow this city. I'm going to park them on top of that. My culture is insane. 600. I'm going to pop into Rome and I will purchase another Jacobin. They're up to 900 gold each, which is quite expensive, but not insane. Chang'an is ready for more constructions. I do think I would like the rail station. I think destroying the pavilion. No, I'm going to put it right here for 8 gold. No, right there. It'll take 5 turns to build that. And then we create a urban specialist vortex over here so we have a really high adjacency. Specialization has been completed in Shenyang. I don't think the city is quite ready to take a specialist. We need to build a lot of these ageless buildings. So I'll put a brickyard here. I will put a, let me see here. What do we got? Stone cutter. I'll put a grocer right there. I'll put a granary right here. I'll put a saw pit right there. I've got a sawmill and grist mill location too, so we'll need more money before we can invest more to Shenyang. But when this city is ready, we will continue to develop it. For now, keep getting me mixed stuff. Okay, I did say I was going to attack this turn, but I'm going to wait one more turn before I attack. Trade route with Chickasaw. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, with Napoleon, did I remember to improve trade relations? I did not. I will get that triggering. So that should give us an extra trade capability with him. Also, I got a wild card point. +1 food and cities per town. +1 specialist limit is insane, by the way. -1 settlement limit. Economic? Maybe I want to go militaristic. -1 gold maintenance for all units is super powerful. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. We're up to 1,548 gold. This should bring us up to more. Yeah, it saved us a good chunk of gold. Not an insane amount, but a good chunk. Like, so Georgia's Danton, give me that celebration immediately. Mount Paektu has erupted in Obdo. It's fine. Nice yield boost across. Liangzhou is ready to grow. Keep getting those rural tiles. Quobdo has grown as well. Let me go ahead and plonk them down. Choosing production in Roma. There's an 18 gold stock exchange somewhere, mostly from the... I would really like to know when gold is from a specialist and when it's not from a specialist. Like, because this isn't an 18 gold tile. This is a whatever gold tile plus specialists. And I don't know how many specialists are on there, right? Like, how many specialists are there? I can't tell, right? So, and that's kind of a frustrating thing, because I know this is great. I know this tile is fantastic over here, but I also know there's no specialists on that tile right now boosting it. So it's kind of rumbling around in my noggin here. All right, +2 combat strength on all units. That's what I was waiting for. Maximilian Robespierre will give me the unique tradition, Reign of Terror. +2 culture, +3 culture on quarters, but -25% growth. There we go. Now that is a powerful ability. I would like a rail station. I'm going to go for a rail station right here so that I'd link my empire up with railways. And I can place a specialist on the military academy for the production. Resource assignments. Yeah, we don't care about that at the moment. All right, let's declare the war on this dude. Surprise war, activate. We can skip this dialogue. We pop in here. We need to support our war effort, so I'll add 2 war support to it. Boom, boom. So that we have a slight advantage. You can see here, he has -1 war weariness. Really useful. 76 combat strength against 55. France is crazy, bro. All right, I'm going to move a field artillery to the right to get leveled up. Let's move this military commander to here, and we will deploy a tank there. Keep moving these field artilleries up and begin the gentle bombardment of these walls. And when I say gentle bombardment, what I mean is we don't need to break them immediately. We're doing a slow and steady war. I'm going to vomit out a bombard on this tile. I'm going to vomit out a field cannon on this tile. Deploy my army here like so. This guy, I want to vomit a field artillery here. I want to vomit out a Guard Imperial here. I would like to vomit out a howitzer here too. It's kind of slightly annoying that you can't vomit them out onto the tile that the guy's standing on. That is something I find a slight frustration with. Vomit them out here, and then if we begin the assault, these sepoys don't have a chance. And we can go full assault with our Guard Imperials. We've got a great front line down through here. I gotta be honest with you, I wish the units like were really tall, like they were in Civ 4, like the previous Civ games. Like I really liked having 3 big old musketmen. Like the size of the units just are really hard to read. I want a mod that makes the unit models really big and easy to spot. Who are you? This is an explorer. Let's get closer, and then we'll get closer. Bring this howitzer up. Bring the field gun up as well. Howitzer will blast the city. Then we'll assault it when we have the movement points. Let me go ahead and deploy a tank to get into a flank. And I'll vomit out some units over here too. Start assaulting these cities. Big assault underway, dude. All right, we got a little volcanic eruption. Mount Paektu. Paektu Haiku. I'm going to grow a city over here. Liangzhou has grown. And I think we just got to keep getting these rural tiles because I think the value of these for the growth and productivity of the city is actually really high. Quobdo is also in the midst of growing, so we'll keep that going. Now, Roma has the option of getting a laboratory on a stock exchange. Now, the stock exchange scales off of water adjacency. Ooh, it gives +1 gold on quarters. Modern gold building. So I think if I pop right here in the flat tundra, we're going to get ourselves a nice adjacency there, 18 gold. I have a Jacobin. I may have forgot to save the game when I declared the war. Hold on. No. It's because I press continue, and continue only loads the latest autosave, not the latest manual save. All right, we got it. We're back. we're back where we were. Let's continue. I'm learning a lot about the game and things I need to do and future knowledge. Stuff like that. I did give the developers that piece of feedback. All right, sick. We actually have aerodromes. So this is 8 production. It's a modern military building. It's required to train air units. Air units stationed in this city will spawn at this building's location. Packed air units have +1 intercept range, must be placed on flat terrain, occupies a full tile, and cannot be paired with another building. So we've got squadron commanders, biplanes, trench fighters, we got bombers, and we have the transoceanic plates. So complete for a squadron commander and 1 legacy point towards the science legacy path. Got it. Now, fighting in the skies. The advent of powered human flight has taken the human conflict to the skies. Air units are incredibly powerful weapons of war, allowing the attacker to strike targets on the ground and bombard cities from great distances. There are 3 types of air combat units: bombers, attackers, and fighters. So bombers are for siege, attackers are for land and navy, and fighters are for air superiority. Got it. Okay, Valladolid. I'm going to keep growing to these rural tiles because I think doing the rural growth makes a lot of sense. Extra production on military buildings could be quite useful here. I would not mind picking up mass production for the factories. So I'm going to grab mass production really quick now. That'll take 6 turns. We're going to choose production in Barcelona. I would like to build the aerodrome and the rail station. I'm going to put the rail station right here first. And then in Barcelona, I'm going to purchase the aerodrome, and I will put it over there, which has boosted my culture to the point where I got Code Civil de Francais. That's +2 culture for every social policy slotted into the government, and we get the Eiffel Tower. I'm trying to think of a good place for the Eiffel Tower. Valladolid might actually be a good place for the Eiffel Tower, and so I will pop it right here. Wouldn't mind that. We got a narrative choice. The law of the future. The establishment of the Code Civil de Francais has the French populace talking. No longer behind a veil. The law is now accessible in the vernacular of all, and this new transparency will surely create a change in how people understand empire. So we can focus on military laws or political laws. Again, this is one of those situations where I kind of want to look at what my options are. 50% celebration length is quite powerful. In terms of military law, we would get unit healing, which isn't so influenced. Yeah, I think the diplomatic policy point would be a lot better right here, because I already have a lot of militaristic ones. So I'm going to take a diplomatic policy point, and I'm going to take the +1 happiness and settlements for each resource assigned to them. Let's grow Barcelona. The military academy here is a really good candidate. I would like to get another production, probably put a factory or something down there if we could. We have a defenseless settlement. Beiping is defenseless, although I don't think there's any military around here. I mean, there's an explorer, but like, oh nice, we got an aerodrome commander, and he has 2 promotions available. So we got dogfighting here, which is all about air superiority, and then we've got ground attack, and then we've got this is 10 combat strength for defense. Upgrading air units here is cheaper. Aerial reconnaissance, revealing enemy thingies. Combat strength for packed air units. Danger close. Ooh, I like all of this. I'm going to go with raids here. So +3 combat strength for packed ground attackers and bombers. And then I'm going to go with the formations. +5 combat strength when using the ground pound ability. Speaking of Barcelona, I will want to start purchasing the ground attack units. I'm going to start getting myself some trench fighters. So I've bought 1 trench fighter inside this air commander. The range here is pretty good. So if we bomb this naval unit, for example. All right, here comes my airplane. Boom, nice bomb, 29 damage. All right, sick. But I don't think I'm allowed to buy another unit this turn, no, but we will buy more, and that has gained us 2 experience on this aerodrome commander, which should lead us to being able to do more over time. All right, let's have a look at the civics. We have all of our French unique civics. We could go deeper into the fascism tree. These aren't so amazing. Hegemony is settlement limit. Militarism is units healing. Capitalism gives a specialist limit. I guess hegemony does also give a settlement limit. I'll go for hegemony for the settlement limit. I think that's a reasonable move. We are suffering some war weariness. That's understandable. And now let's go ahead and command the war against Delhi. We would like to get control of this city. This Guard Imperial needs to be leveled up. So I'm going to swap him with this other guy, and then I will level him. My field gun is going to take a shot at the city district, which means the defenses are now destroyed, so we can move in there, and we've got control of 1 of the 4 or 5 things that we need to get a hold of. I'm going to move a tank down southeast. I'm going to deploy another tank out of my commander for next turn. We will get a pretty advantageous attack here. 75 versus 59 combat strength, although I didn't actually gather the experience there, which saddens me slightly. Let's move this field gun forward and make some more attacks, and we'll continue moving our howitzers forward as well. All right, we're getting our units into position. I'm going to get you to heal for a turn. Now Agra, let's go ahead and field cannon this city. I'm going to upgrade you to a bombard, and I will field cannon the city again. I will use my military commander here to do a coordinated strike on Agra. There we go. That should lead to the city being captured, and then I can upgrade some of these Guard Imperials, like you. Boop. And we will push these Guard Imperials forward. Let's deploy another Guard Imperial to this tile, although you cannot act this turn, that's fine. We're like deploying and redeploying units. There's like an interesting micromanagement game. Let's step forward with this Guard Imperial. I'll step forward with my military commander as well. And we want to take on this cuirassier, so I'll attack twice. I will deploy a field gun to this tile, and then blast Uliastai, and then I will deploy another Guard Imperial here so that we can attack the city. Then I'm going to scoop up these Guard Imperials so that we can pop them out. I do like the kind of sort of military micromanagement of making use of the military commanders. It's kind of an interesting little mini game to micro your army in and out of the commanders. Now, the settlement of Agra probably is not worth keeping. Let's raise it. No, we got field guns over here by Burnanpur as well. We destroyed the district defenses. Let's make sure we keep bombarding the unit that's inside there. This field cannon will take a significant chunk of damage, and then we should be able to take this over and also raise it. We got the military milestone, the first military milestone, which means we're halfway to victory, roughly speaking. We need to score some more ideology points. I'm also going to raise this settlement. I'm probably going to be raising a lot of these settlements. Pop into the next turn and see what happens. I have a Guard Imperial here. Let's go ahead and get you to heal up. And I suspect most of the turns. I do like how fast the turns are. The AI seems to take their turns pretty quick in this game. I will give the developers credit for that. The AI seems really fast. All right, narrative choice. Emissaries from Ezugashima have arrived to pronounce the French Empire deserves all glory and respect, so we'll get 500 culture from them. Boom. We can grow the city of Valladolid. I'm going to grab that fishing tile just so that the city's fully maxed out. Shenyang is ready to grow as well. I will continue to pump food into this city. We're focused on growth for now. We could choose the suzerain bonus of Hanseong. I'm going to grab the Artisans League. That'll give me +1 science for every city-state I'm suzerain of on my science buildings. I'm making 438 science before I click this. We get a free tech here. So we got urbanization mastery. So we get modern bridges and production on clay pits and quarries. And so our productivity should also increase when I click on a city. Yeah, we got about 30 science out of that. I know I'm over the settlement cap. That's fine. 23 is a lot of settlements though. Shenyang, I'm going to buy defensive fortifications in here. And I would like to buy a unit, but I cannot. Let's do some repairs in this city over here as well. Some of the buildings that we sort of stepped on in the process of getting these cities going, and then we'll grab some farms. This is definitely a farming town, like 100%. All right, Delhi, let's grab this aircraft, and I'm gonna bombard you, this cuirassier. So he takes off, and then he comes along, and perfect. We do a little strafing run. We gain some experience on this guy. Excellent. We have a field gun over here. We can take a shot at this ship of the line. 24 damage. And we'll take another shot at the ship of the line as well. This Guard Imperial is a little bit vulnerable. I have my howitzer. Let's blast this urban district and then take it over with our Guard Imperial. This tank's a little bit hurt, so I'm going to vacuum it up, pop out 2 new tanks to take its place, while this tank stays inside nice and safe, and keep moving these troops up. We will attack these districts. Should fall pretty much immediately. So we have captured many of the fortifications here. We're getting close to capturing Delhi itself. Attack this tile. Another district defense has been captured. So it looks like there's just one more for us to get our hands on. You heal up. We will begin moving these field cannons, these field guns down. We'll blast this cuirassier. 67 versus 62. Takes a nice chunk of damage. Uliastai, I probably don't need to raise. I will use my Guard Imperial to capture it if I can. There we go. District defense is destroyed. And we will... Yeah, I wish this was one tile to the right, honestly. I may raise all these cities and then just resettle them. You know what? Let's just raise it. Raise them. I'm frustrated at I'm ideologically frustrated at how my enemies have settled the land. And so I shall resettle it. I would like to attack this cuirassier, so let me get a unit up in flanking position. We're going to do a 70 versus this. Can I get you closer for an attack, maybe? I'll bring this military commander over to oversee the combat and gain the experience. So big damage dealt there, 53. We got 5 experience out of it. Looks like we can get an attack here too. I'll move this military commander around to here. I will deposit a howitzer on this tile and then move forward. We're slowly pushing up. Let's get this attack here. We should get some good experience from this attack. Do I have a ranged attack that I can soften him up with, perhaps? Let me see. No, I don't really have that sort of capability at the moment. I can get this attack, however, for experience. So let's take this attack to 72 versus 62. Pretty big advantage for us. Sepoys, and then we might be able to finish him off. We got 21 flanking bonus. Holy crap. That's an insane flank right there. That's a wrap for that dude. All right, we're looking good. A lot of things are coming along. Maximilian Robespierre. So 25% growth rate in cities. I think this culture is insane. +3 culture per quarter is ridiculous. So like if I check this now, that really wasn't that much. I was expecting a lot more benefit. I actually misunderstood how his ability works. It unlocks a unique tradition, Reign of Terror. So let me reload my save here. This is all part of like the learning process, right? Like we're learning like the little finicky edges of how the game actually works. You know what I mean? So I need to trigger this, whatever this is, so I can use the Reign of Terror. So coming into Ravenna, we could build an ironworks. Now, we're falling behind on buildings here. I wouldn't mind the aerodrome. Oh wow, this building has a lot of maintenance. 4 gold, 4 happiness. I did not realize that I had that much maintenance. Owie. There's a 6-5 tile over here. I would like to build the ironworks. Here is fine. Then we can grow the city. I would like to build an aerodrome. We're running out of tiles that we can build stuff on actually in the capital, which is kind of exciting. I'll pop an aerodrome over here. It'll take 3 turns. And I will pop a urban specialist on this tile right here. That's beautiful. Now we got to continue the war because we still need a lot more military points. We have some enemy units to our rear. Let me purchase in this town a field gun to defend it. It's kind of hard to tell, like, it's hard to tell where the enemy military units are, right? Like, these little icons do not jump out to me as it currently stands. And it might just be partially because they're a dark color. I could howitzer this guy, and I think I will. I'll move forward with my field gun because he wants the military experience, so we'll take that shot. And then I will clean him up with a tank assault. I do really like the little land ships. The land ships are beautiful units, extremely fun to use. Let's move this army commander down. We will deploy a field gun here, and then we will deploy the Guard Imperial here. Perfect. Let's push this Guard Imperial forward. We need to clean up this guy. I want the experience, so I will continue. We'll push forward here. This district's defenses are not finished, so we can step in. Continuing to move forward as these cities get raised. Let's take a shot at this guy in the water. I'll send this Imperial guy into the water too. Let's clean up this enemy general. 1 enemy general dealt with. Let's keep the assault up. We'll move my my army commander forward, and we'll clear out this enemy general as well. That's a wrap on him. My army commander here, I will bring down to here and deploy this Guard Imperial. Probably going to focus on getting a nice big front moving down to Hagmatana. Really, we're just looking to kill stuff to get ideology points. Upgrade you. I've got a few units that need orders. Can mostly chill for a bit. You need to be promoted, so I shall. I do miss my old hotkeys. I miss pressing Z I miss the next action hotkey. Like, okay, we have controls here. Hold on. Oh, that's for controllers. So ranged attack is R. Yeah, it looks like they don't have the next action hotkey, which is disappointing. I have given that feedback to the developers, so hopefully it'll get implemented. This is the preview build, of course. I mean, it's not the end of the world that they don't have it. It's just like, it was one of those hotkeys that I personally made a lot of use of. We'll move this howitzer forward, and then we'll blast the defenses of Delhi. We'll get these units to wait a turn. You've taken significant damage. I'll see if I can move my army commander over to where we can scoop you up into safety. Let's grab... I would like to purchase another flying unit. I'll grab myself another trench fighter. Now, what is the hotkey for air attacks? That's something I want to know. So controls. Nope, that's the controller again. Keyboard and mouse. Ranged attack. R. So I have a trench fighter selected. I'm pressing R, but it's not like clicking on this. Right, let's airstrike here. And then let's grab the next trench fighter and keep bombing this ship of the line. Boom, nice, 29 damage. We'll use our field cannons to try to finish them off. I'll scooch you up a tile so that we can get a little bit more experience on you. And I'll add some more melee units to the commander, and I'll probably deposit out the land ship and stuff next turn, so they can heal up inside my territory. I do like how you can use your army commander a bit like a, he's very much so a micromanagement tool, and I find that quite exciting and interesting. Let's go for the Bastion Promotion Resolute. Land units within the command radius will heal 5 HP after attacking. I do really like +1 command radius, because it means a huge radius of units not only benefit from his abilities, but will heal after attacking. So that's actually really exciting and interesting. All right, so I think that's this turn wrapped up. Let's go go to the next turn and see what happens. The Rubicon River has flooded, which is sad. Ravenna has been damaged again. Let's do some repairing. Yeah, I definitely want to put an urban specialist here. This gets us that massive yield, although Roma does need some repairs, so I'll repair that. I'll repair the rail station. I think that's everything repaired in here. If we go to the yield map mode, look at that tile right there. That's a 49 culture tile. When's my next celebration, actually? That's something I need to check. 5 turns until my next celebration. Shenyang has grown. I think, again, we just keep focusing on getting the growth tiles in here. Keep these cities growing, getting their pop-up. Chang'an is ready for constructibles. I would like more happiness and culture, so the city park, department store. So city park and department store adjacent to the unique district here. I think I'm going to pop one right here and one right here. I'll take a few turns, but that will get us a lot of happiness. And then I guess for the sake of even more culture, I'm going to put a museum and a opera house beside my unique district as well. And the city is ready to grow. 4.5 production over here. I'll take it. I'll probably put my factory there too. Settlement is under threat. Shenyang is under attack. Yeah, I know. I have a field gun in here and defensive fortifications, which should allow me to hold off any like unserious attacks at the very least. And I should be able to bring up reinforcements before any attacks become serious. Okay, we've got a cuirassier kind of sneaking past us up here. I'm going to use an air plater, a trench bomber to take him out. He'll do a little strafing run on that. Then I'm going to grab another trench fighter, and I'm going to trench bomb the ship of the line over here. So he should swoop in, blow it up. Perfect. I'll use a field gun to finish him, getting me experience. Now, I am curious, actually, have you leveled up, good sir? No, but you are getting there. I'm going to add a bomber to this, and I think in Valladolid we will probably want to buy an aerodrome in the next turn or two to be able to reposition this air commander forward. We can get a narrative tribe. Dragomir's design: a pilot swiftly spat from the plane and onto the runway. Though he is stunned, cheers greet his rise to his feet. The inventor's cockpit catapult design is finally a success. So we can get a patent for 1,600 gold. I'm going to take the 1,600 gold because that will allow me to purchase an aerodrome in here. And even right here is a fantastic spot for an aerodrome. And I will be able to reposition aerodrome commander. Oh, interesting. I think aerodrome commanders I don't think can be moved. I need to get a squadron commander. Right. Aerodrome commanders are not the same thing. Aerodrome commander has 2 combat strength when defending. Aerial reconnaissance. Play around with that. So if I click this, I can do an aerial reconnaissance here. It reveals the adjacent tiles. Now, I wonder what's the cooldown on that. Curious. Let's take a shot of Kudu Aral. Keep pushing our units forward. There's a small battle going on down here that we talked about earlier, so I'll move you forward. I'll take a shot of the field cannon in the water, and then I'll hit it with my tank. Let's move forward with our great general, our army commander rather. I'll move forward with my field gun. This should give him a shot on the cuirassier and the sepoy. Blast you, getting me experience. Then we'll kill you as well. I'm gonna push this guard imperial forward. I'm gonna bring my siege cannon to the left. This howitzer is in range to smash this city, so we will begin that process. Yeah, I don't think we need to advance too aggressively here while we're still bombing and killing other stuff, so we'll just chill with these units. This cuirassier is an easy kill, I think. Plus it gets me some XP, but we will keep the assault up. Howitzer's ready to bombard Delhi. Let's do it. I'm going to move my army commander 1 tile to the right. I will deposit this guard imperial here. I'll shift this guard imperial into the army commander, and then I will deposit my tank, my land ship here. I'll move my field gun forward. I'll move another tile with my army commander, so he's in a position to deal with this. Also should gather the experience with a series of assaults on the city. We should be looking at a much better situation. Next turn we'll be able to take Delhi. I will maybe keep Delhi. I don't actually know if it's worth it. I might just raise it so I can resettle the land. That seems more fun for me. All right, let's establish this trade route. I do need a lot more trade, but I'm kind of busy with other stuff at the moment. I have 0 factories, but we don't even have industrialization yet. Mass production or whatever it's called. Ravenna got flooded again. Of course it did. We'll have to come back through here and maybe do some stuff. But that's that turn wrapped up. So in here, I want to buy a squadron commander. Where can they be positioned? That's something I don't really fully understand. A squadron commander. We've got this. So this is a squadron commander, and that's an aerodrome commander. Okay, so I want to reposition my planes here to the squadron commander, but they went to the aerodrome. Kind of weird. Not what I was trying to do, but I'm going to just do that. because at least they're forward now. There might be something I don't fully understand about how squadron commanders work. Oh, we can do the transoceanic flight for a squadron commander and a legacy point. Let's have a look. I don't think it's that very important. Narrative choice. So we get a militaristic attribute point. Very cool. I'll take the influence when levying. Why not? It's a unique ability. And Ezogashima, ooh, +1 social policy slot would be amazing for us. We also got electricity mastery. +1 gold on gold buildings, +1 science on science buildings. Very nice. More importantly, we do have a new social policy slot, so we can plug in Reign of Terror and go from 700 culture per turn to 1,000 culture per turn, which is amazing. We have a defenseless settlement of Quabdo, and a commander has an available promotion. These are the squadron commanders. Unlock the airdrop commander ability. Infantry units can pack into this commander and deploy within range. Unlock the cargo drop commander. Heals a land unit and all adjacent land units. Oh, I like the airlift operations. Cavalry units can be dropped. Units can attack after being airdropped. That's insane. I do love the airlift operations. I think I would rather go down the raid direction, maybe. Extra unit slots would allow me to like have a much larger air fleet. I'm going to take aerial reconnaissance, and then I'm probably going to take danger close. And then if we go for order, we'll get the +5 combat strength for packed air units, which is kind of exciting. Command units. We got to deal with this city. Probably the simplest way to do it is to bombard it with a couple of howitzer shots. District defenses are now destroyed. Let's capture the city, which got us hegemony, cultural imperialism, settlement limit. We can change policies here. Our artifacts from the Antiquity Age can be researched at any university or museum. Exciting. I don't know if Princeps Civitatis is necessary for us to have anymore. It's a decent amount of production, but it's kind of fallen off at this late game. And there's a lot of really good cards in here, like Dirigismi. 6 gold from specialists. Like, that's super good. Do I want to raise? I'm a raise. I'm a raiser. We don't need mastery of hegemony because the sphere of influence gives you culture equal to your diplomatic attribute for every alliance you have. I don't have that many alliances. Globalism, on the other hand, would give us more settlement limit, which allows us to get away with more on the world stage. So if I buy air units, I can't buy them in Valladolid. Maybe because I already bought something. I want you to assemble your army. We'll wait a turn before we move you up. I'll move this army commander over, and then we'll vomit out our units ready to attack. I do like being able to reposition military units like that. Means like going on the offensive is horrifying for anyone who's being attacked. Like if you're under attack by someone who knows how to use these military commanders, it's genuinely horrifying to witness. Like, I'm barely using them correctly, and it's giving me such a huge advantage. Like, oh, I scooped this unit up. It's no longer in danger. It's insane what you can pull off. I do love the command radius. Extra command radius feels really powerful. We'll shoot that guy. All right. Delhi should fall now. We'll take it. There we go. There's another military milestone. We need to gain another 4 milestone points so that we can get to our victory and complete the military legacy path. We completed the second milestone along the ideology military legacy path. Okay, we got to capture settlements. Got it. So 2 more settlements will seal the deal for us. I want you to scoop up this howitzer. I'm raising this, by the way, because I just don't care. We'll rebuild it if it makes sense to. Mughal receives 3 sepoy as a response to their capital falling. It's kind of interesting. Let's make sure these units are getting healed up. Aerodrome commander. Yeah, none of these units are ready to act. Let's occupy the sepoy with my Guard Imperial, and then my tank on the other side of him. We'll be able to get an incredibly good flanking and bonus attack, which should finish him off. Thankfully, the land ship rolling in, dealing damage. Then we'll move these commanders down. Got an enemy unit here that we can take a shot at. It's kind of funny that they get the units on my turn, so I get a chance to basically shoot and kill them before they ever get a chance to use them. I just think that's kind of cute and funny. Right, let's go to the next turn and see what shakes out. Okay, there's mass production. We have access to canneries, which give a 10% growth rate boost, as well as 5% food, as well as the factory. Increases the resource of settlement, and also allows us to a factory resource be slotted in here, and a settlement limit. Well, so in Roma, you now construct a factory. Settlements with a rail station, rail connection, and a factory are able to slot factory resources. So if I come into my capital here and I purchase the factory, and I wanted to put the factory where the military academy is. So the military academy and the factory are on the same tile, which should in theory mean that this is a huge production tile. You can see 26 production right there. That's crazy good. But now if I go to the resource screen, Roma is a factory city. So we can start putting factory resources in here. So if we put chocolate in, we get happiness. If we put cotton in, we get production towards land units. Kowloon gives us culture. Now, Roma is incredible for culture, so I'm going to put Kowloon into Roma. And I think the more Kowloon we plug into Roma, the better. So let me take out these elephants and these pearls, I guess. So I want that base culture, and then I want as much kaolin into the city as I can get, I think. Yeah, I can only put one type of factory resource into a city, but now I should be getting a huge bonus, I guess. I should look around if there are any more culture resources. No, but I will put in a pearls here for the happiness. So I don't fully understand how the factory stuff works, but I assume that I should be getting a huge culture boost in here after those resource assignments go through. So with mass production finished, we could go for mastery, which would give us food on food buildings and food on fishing boats and pastures, or we could go for the next tier of units, getting us tier 3 military units. I've got AT guns, assault guns, infantry companies. Yeah, I'm going to go for the better armor. All right, let's push these Guard Imperials forward. I wanted to deposit a howitzer. Move this landship forward. I wanted to deposit a howitzer nearby, so let me drop him right there. He's in range now. I'm going to send you back up north to go scoop up more units while this guy leads from the front. I will say it's kind of hard to tell. Like if I'm zoomed out to here, like I have to be so zoomed in to see this. Like when I'm zoomed out, I can't, it's very hard to tell. Is why I would maybe put like a small little red filter across the whole tile rather than just an outline, because sometimes I like to play zoomed out like this. Okay, the ranged attack bombard does work for these units at the very least. Go ahead and assemble. Assemble, scoop up these units, and then ferry them to the front. Assault this enemy, move to here, take a turn to heal. I'm gonna purchase a field gun to defend this city right here, because there's a cuirassier running around out there. Let me shoot you with my ranged attack. Boom. That will take you out. Oh man, look at that guy sinking. Get destroyed. We could come forward and blow up Kiagit. I'll let this landship heal up where it is right now for a while. So what's the hotkey for healing? Fortify heal is H. That's what I thought it was. 0. Fortify is 0? The hell do you use F for? Hold on, that can't be right. I've been pressing F. Yeah, F works. Okay, so that's weird. It says 0, but F works. All right, let's bomb this guy. Bomber, I want you to bomb Aurag. Oh yeah, you do serious damage against that. So here comes our bomber, coming in to carpet bomb the city. Boom! Destroyed. And then we'll bring a trench fighter to attack these units. They have 55 combat strength against units, 45 against cities. So they're definitely better against units, for sure. Not bad against cities, but definitely better against units. I like that they have different attack animations. Like sometimes they drop bombs, sometimes they just strafe. That's a beautiful little touch, in my opinion. I wish you could migrate city centers. Okay, we'll do an attack on you. Yeah, stacks of unit icons are very hard to read, I gotta say. I'm constantly like, what I do, I have my DMs open with Carl, as I play, and literally every time I run into something that I have an opinion about, I alt-tab and I tell him. I'm like, I've got an opinion. Hello, Carl. Today, you will be listening to my opinion forever. So I don't know how to get units. Oh, establish airbase. So if I put an airbase here. Oh, so he lands and creates an airbase. Oh, that is cool. So that's how I get people inside him. I see. Well, let's get a biplane to protect him. This little biplane went to the market. I like how you can buy the transoceanic flight. That's kind of mental. We're just the American way. We'll just throw money at it. Just throw money at it until the problem goes away. Okay, so we got globalism, +1 settlement limit, ambassadors. Okay, cool. We got buy ping. Yeah, let's keep on growing it. This is a farming town. It should be a farming town. We do need to build the ironworks right here. And I would also like a rail station right there. We got some rail going on. Oh, this funky rail is very funky rail. Quabdo is another town. One thing I would love is like when I'm in this screen, looking at these various things, I want to know like which one's doing how much. You know what I mean? So basically, like one thing I would really like to know is like how much food does this get me right now? Which towns is this food going to? How many more farms fishing? How many more of these things are there in range versus how much of this am I going to bet? And how many more of these? How much am I going to get from this? These ones are more strategic decisions, which I can totally understand. Like you want a fortress town, the factory town, I can also totally understand. But yeah, I these are things that I am curious about. I have questions about. I would like better understanding. Shenyang, we are continuing to grow. I'll grab those horses. That seems good. We could choose a civic. So we got globalism. Maybe we should get capitalism. That's a specialist limit right there. Really nice to get specialist limit. Militarism. Ooh, the Brandenburg Gate. Settlement suffers no happiness penalties from war weariness. +5 happiness in conquered settlements. Yeah, I'll go for capitalism. Extra specialist limit seems fun. A commander has an available promotion. Okay, we just got a new aerodrome in Medio, up in Roma, I think it is. I'll go with a combination of dogfighting and advanced landing, so that we could have up to 6 fighters defending this location. I think that's a good combo for your aerodromes. Mediolanum needs repairs. City Park has been damaged. One thing I would really like the developers to consider, it would be nice if there was like a separate tab for repairs, because like I don't know if these things need to be repaired or not. All right, transoceanic flight, we're not interested in that. I would like more Jacobins, those are fun. So let's get ourselves a Jacobin. I'm having a lot of fun playing around the Jacobin. So in Barcelona, defensive fortification, stock exchange, port. We could build a port. A 10-7 over here is really good on the culture building. So I think I might build like an opera house and a department store here. And then I would also like it here. So we'll build a nice little culture district adjacent to these. I do like... There's something beautiful about this game, I will say that. I do miss the time of day slider, being able to choose the time of day. Okay, we've got an army commander here that is filled with siege units. Blasted Aurag. Let's capture it. It's another razor. I'm just raising them because I'm lazy, man. Like, that's all it comes down to. I don't want to have to do nothing. I'll resettle them. So where are we standing here? We need 2 more. All right, damage the woodcutter and heal health. Perfect. Hagmatana is definitely our next. We're going to blast Hagmatana now. Move you around. We'll move some Guard Imperials forward. Move this commander forward. Move this commander forward. I'm cleaning up the rift, baby. I'm putting them back down to Parsa. I will resettle this land, though. That is kind of like the plan. Let's make sure we blast his cuirassier so he doesn't get notions of grandeur. And then we'll go ahead and pop along. Land ship, get in there. I've got an army commander who is basically heading up here to scoop up units. Although I don't need to do that with the reinforcement command, do I? I guess there are some rewards to sort of engaging in micro-intensive gameplay like stuff. Like, you do get rewarded for it. Quab, though, you need a military unit. I cannot afford it. All right, we'll get that soon. So what can biplanes do? Scout, engage any intercepting fighters. So fighters can airstrike. They're not very strong at it, but we could do an intercept over like Karakorum. And he gained some experience. So we did like an air sweep. That's kind of cool. So where were my planes again? I want to rebase. I wish there was an easy rebase button. You know what I want? On my hotkeys. Okay, when I hover over this, I want it to tell me what the hotkey is. You know what I mean? Also, the rebasing doesn't seem to work like very reliably. I have like tried to rebase like 3 or 4 times. And sometimes the units don't go. I think it's just a little finicky. We could use probably another bomber. I can't afford them. Oh, interesting. You can technically move on to this, but I think it keeps kicking me off. That's interesting. Like, I keep moving on to this tile. Strange. You fall back to heal. We've got an enemy here. Let's bomb him. You step forward, shoot this guy, bring some heavy stuff your way. We've got an enemy over here. We'll blast them. Field gun. I'm going to put you onto alert mode. We got Jacques Nicolas Bilaud Varenne. Grant all land units +3 combat strength in districts. Very nice. We've got more Jacobins coming in. All right, we got a commander with available promotion points. What do you got here? So you've gone full logistics. This is yield and HP from pillaging. Production towards land units. You do have a lot of regiment slots. So initiative is a really good promotion for a 1-drop because it means you can pack up, pack in, pack out, deploy, heal, attack, all that stuff. Right, let's ranged attack the sepoy, and then we'll kill them with the land ship. Move the field gun down a tile and then take a shot. Let's deploy this Guard Imperial to the right. I'll move my field gun out of Shenyang 1 tile to the left to shoot the cuirassier, and then he's set up for a kill with this Guard Imperial. I do like that there's kind of like an experience collection minigame with these army commanders. It's quite an exciting little thing. Ravenna needs orders. Oh my god, Ravenna, you're so slow at building things. The factory will go on the military academy. Boom. All right, I'll move this Guard Imperial 1 turn to the left. Push forward with this one. I think I can kill this guy. Deploy our army for what it's worth. Moving forward. Let's carpet bomb the capital city of our enemies. It's a lot of defenses, multiple sweeps. Our biplane still has orders. We will sort of do a strafing run on this guy. Boom, he's dead. Blown up. Then our bomber still has orders. We will blast Karakorum, I think. We're going to push him all the way back to Parsa. Speaking of yields here, I have the highest diplomacy, I have the highest science, I have the highest culture, I have the highest happiness. I feel like I'm just nailing it. Again, I am playing on a fairly low difficulty, mostly because I wanted to learn the game. I didn't really understand it, right? Playing on too high a difficulty too early could be frustrating. I'm surprised we don't have like ground-based anti-air units. A lot of like early anti-air was just like a dude pointing a gun up into the sky. Like, you would not believe how much of that anti-air, like during World War II, was just like a dude with a machine gun pointing at the sky. I'm pretty sure that was like Germany's main method of anti-air during the Second World War. It's like, ah, they're coming, quick, man with the MG42, point it up. That's your whole strat. And it's surprisingly effective. No one wants to fly down into a bunch of bullets, right? You would not believe how effective a strategy it is to just point bullets. You only have to get lucky once, right? You only need to hit them a couple times. Planes aren't exactly that robust. A couple of hits to the wrong place and boom, you're trailing smoke, baby. That's a wrap for you. All right, we built the Eiffel Tower. I like how it has fortifications around it. It's like, we must protect our most important building, the Eiffel Tower. Oui. 6, so we got the Eiffel Tower. Love it. Love the fireworks. Oh my god, it looks like they're shooting flames into the sky. Amazing. Dude, humanity's pretty metal when you think about it. Like, we build giant structures and then celebrate. We're like, we built this thing, it's really big. And, you know, other civilizations are like, that's really interesting. You built this really big thing. What was the point? And then humans will just look at you and be like, we built this thing, it's really big. I'm gonna take gold. I want money. I love money. We can plug in a new card. Happiness and culture on world wonders. Reconquista. Ooh, +4 combat strength for all units in distant lands. Hell yes. Give me that. All right, let's howitzer Hagmatana once again. I'm going to move my army commander forward to start gathering up this experience. Take on this cuirassier. Progress is happening. With this field gun, I'm going to shoot this cuirassier. I will move my army commander down to the right one tile so that I can gather experience from this combat. Perfect. I'm going to have you rest for a turn. I'll move this field gun forward. We're slowly encroaching on Kiajit. You fall back to defend that city. And in Quabdo, I'm going to buy a field gun to protect the city. I also should do some repairs. I still think I would love a repair all button. The grist mill will go here with the sawmill, since they need to go on rivers. Repair the grocer. Let's get the brickyard. Sure, right there. That's a good spot. Let's get the granary. Let's get the saw pit, stone cutter, ironworks. Would like a rail station. Put a rail station right there. Repair your plantation. And we got this town built up. We are going to have to place some new pops. I don't know what kind of town this is meant to be. What kind of town are you meant to be? It's probably a food town. All right, Quabdo's a farming town. We've built it up. Beiping. My fishing key. Rail station. Repair. We got production over in Valladolid. Oh my god, there's so many buildings to build. Do we have our factory in here? Oh, I think we do. Very nice. I don't think that's the right thing to build, though. Hold on. Where did I put my unique district thing? I think I put it down here, right? There's no more room beside it. That's fine. Yeah, I want these 2 happiness buildings for sure. It's hard to tell where the best tile is. There's a 2-6-1 tile here, which is that's pretty good. I'll put them there. All right, what have we got in Liangzhou? Would love to get the city park and the department store together. I also want an aerodrome. Let's get our rail station down. Mediolanum could use a factory. Now, where did I put the military academy in here? Military academy was over here, so I'll put the factory on top of that tile too. We got surplus influence. Influence is squandered when it is hoarded. Thank you. Napoleon. Cultural exchange. Farmer's market. Bonjour. Would you like to buy some of my beans? They are beautiful beans. They were made in the floodplains of Alencon. The only accent I'm allowed to do without being accused of being a bigot. Gain science, no thanks. Boom, blast, we're clearing it. Listen, I'm an Irish guy whose name is Potato McWhiskey, okay? I'm allowed to do an accent, all right? I'm giving you all permission to make fun of me in my culture. Oui. I'm trying to remember, so we like the command radius. I also like mobility, flanking bonus. I think I'm gonna go for down the assault tree, maybe the right side of the assault tree for like blasters. All right, what do we got? We have a commander, Howitzer. It's quite fun. I gotta say, it's quite fun to manage army commanders. Did I buy an airplane? No, I didn't. Okay, so I wish to do a carpet bomb on Karakorum. So my heavy bombers should swoop in here. Boom. And then another Neum. No, just one Neum. Okay. Ooh, promotion available. On my squad commander, you are going to take logistics 3. So +3 combat strength for packed air units when attacking an enemy unit that's adjacent to a friendly military unit. So danger close has been taken. We can give combat strength for packed air units. We can get +2 movement, which is range, or units heal after attacking. I'm going to go for the +5 combat strength, just so like our individual attacks are way stronger. I have a biplane here. Let's airstrike this cuirassier. Ah, it's so satisfying. They really nailed the feel of like units attacking each other and stuff. Like, it's super satisfying. Let's bomb this ship of the line as well. Like, look at this. Gorgeous. And then we'll bomb him again. He shall swoop in. Boom. Dead. I'll get this Guard Imperial to protect this tile, fortifying on the air commander. I gotta say, unit micromanagement is so much better. Like, the fact that I can just go reinforce, click, and then my units are on the way down here, and I don't have to manage them every single turn. They nailed... What's the alert hotkey? Hold on. They nailed the feel. So alert is V. Got it. So if I press V, he's just alerting. Amazing. So if I'm going to settle a city, it's going to be on this tile, I think, to capture all of this local value. But we will be resettling this land over time, now that some of the cities are starting to get raised. But you can kind of see, look how badly this land was utilized. Okay, there's capitalism. We gain laissez-faire. We gain specialist limit in all cities. We're not really importing that much, so I don't think we need laissez-faire. Military academy tile, let's do it. Civics-wise, we could do some studying. We don't need this mastery. Militarism's a good way. I think I'd like to get some of these things. Maybe I should research some more fascism. Let's do some fascism. Hell yeah. Woo! Fascism. Maybe I shouldn't chant that. All right, Roma. Keep making me Jacobins. Who did we get here? We got Olympe de Gouges. Activate on palace to add +1 science on quarters. Ooh, dude, France is like fucking ballin'. You're a little hurt. You won't heal from hitting the inn. Let me grab my bomber here, and I'll blast this district. Boom. District destroyed, which means I can move a unit onto it to capture it. So we're basically ready to capture this city. Hagmatana will fall as well. Let's grab it real quick. Oh yes, ideology milestone complete. So we've completed the full military ideology thing. So we basically activated our victory condition. Congratulations, you have completed the ideology military legacy path of the modern age. As it is the final age, you now must complete one final task to achieve victory. We got to complete Operation Ivy. Be wary, other leaders may be close to victory, and whoever finishes first wins. So if I come back over to Roma, which I think is the city with the most production in my empire, and I scroll down here, how do I do Operation Ivy? Oh, it's the Manhattan Project. Okay, it's a wonder. So if I pop into Roma, I come down here. Manhattan Project grants a player a nuclear weapon, allowing the player to build additional nuclear weapons, and unlocks the Operation Ivy. So let's do the Manhattan Project. Let's go. Make that the priority. Delete this. So we are working on the Manhattan Project. It's 4 turns away. I don't think you can purchase the Manhattan Project. I don't think that's allowed. Weirdly enough, I can purchase the trans-oceanic flight. I'll purchase a Jacobin, just for funsies. My military academy and factory are on this tile, so we'll get 5 production out of this. Boom. Nice. Commander has a promotion. That is this army. Can I rename him? Let me rename my commanders! Units can move after unpacking from this commander. That's always a great ability. As is unit slots. I don't know if we need to keep going. I'm gonna leave him on Bactria. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm killing all your cities and you're staying on Bactria. All right, we got a Guard Imperial that needs help. He's in a little bit of danger. If we move our field cannons forward, we can get some work done. I'm gonna retreat him to a safe distance and then bring this one down. I'll bring a tank over to clear. Parsa is next, baby. All right, squad commander, coordinate a ground attack on Parsa, please. Nailed him. All right, good work is happening across our empire. There's some battling going on over here with the other players, though. Looks like Napoleon and Trung Trak are having a little battle. Oh! Oh! We're getting hit, baby. He wants peace. Listen, bro. I actually am enjoying the war, so you are not getting peace. Valladolid. Need to get myself a rail station in here, so let me purchase that. I'll plop it right here. That's good. All right, what do you got going on over here? Shenyang, if that is your real name. I'll build an ironworks. There's radicalism. We don't need to plug that in, though. We don't need to be radical. We can just be radical. Let's grab absolutism. All right, capture Karakorum. Boom. Raise it. Raise it. I want nothing left of his empire. Let's deposit troops here. The Explorer Vortex. Oh my god. That's so many dudes. All right, we're capturing their fortified districts. Oh, we're capturing some districts. Vomit your units. Yeah, assault. Keep attacking. Nice. This has ancient walls and medieval walls. That's impressive. We got some field guns coming. We'll keep blasting these districts and capturing them. Landship on the way to the front. Yeah. Karakorum's being raised, as is the plan. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell where my units can and cannot move to. That's something not a huge fan of. Let's move you back a tile, blast this cuirassier, move the field gun forward a tile, and blast the cuirassier again. Move this field cannon forward to shoot him, and then we'll put the Guard Imperial in front of him. You're falling back to heal as well. Good things are coming to those who are waiting. Now you're taking some damage. That's understandable. The resistance to our attacks is, minimal. We are playing at a fairly low difficulty though, and we're learning. It's all about learning. Yeah, blow him up. Blow him up. Kill him. Biplane, you have no attack targets in range that I can tell of. My bomber does, however, have attack targets in range. I think all my units have acted here. All right, who we got here? Olympie de Rouges. So +1 science on quarters. Boom. We're 572 science. Now we're at 690 science. Oh my god, it's at 10 times the funny number. Mediolanum, I'm going to keep expanding. We've got factories coming up. Am I actually getting... Yeah, I am getting economic victory points, which is kind of exciting. Let's blast this tile for Parsa. Keep sweeping. Break this. I want to break this defense. Move you forward. We can capture the Parsa tile too. However, we do not have the city yet because we still need 2 of the urban districts to be captured. Or rather, the fortified districts. It's all about capturing fortifications. Ah, there we go. We got the last one. Let's raise it. I'm burning, baby. This commander got a promotion. Give me your strongest promotions. Resource assignments. Oh yeah. I love that my army commanders can scoop up units. Civ 4 players are eating good tonight, baby. That's what I will say. If you're a Civ 4 player, this is what you've been begging the developers for since Civ 5 came out. Like, oh my god, let me just like stack my units onto a tile. God, I want to delete this Explorer Vortex so bad. Okay, Paul Barras, what do you do? Increase all support effects from diplomatic actions by 10%. Sounds good. I'm gonna purchase myself some more Jacobins because I like playing around with them. I think they're pretty cool guys and they doesn't afraid of nothing. So I said I was gonna leave him with Bactria, which I think I still will do. I'm gonna establish a new airbase between these 2 oils. So does that take the aircraft with it? Oh, it does. You can just move them around. That's insane. You got an enemy here you can shoot. He popped out a cuirassier. Oh my god, it was like a little pinata. A little pinata of enemy units. This is what they warned me about. The violent pinatas. Oh god. All right, field gun, blast this, and then attack this with my guys. You know what? I'm gonna kill this player for ideological reasons. My ideology being that all land belongs to me. That's my ideology. Everything belongs to me. It's all mine. You're nothing to me. Oh, I accidentally clicked through the I accidentally clicked through the movie for The Wonder. We finished the Manhattan Project. I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. We just got absolutism. I don't think we need to plug any of this in. We did get armor, so we have next tier of units, which is kind of exciting. Liang Zhao is ready to grow. I'm just going to grab a tile at random. I think at this phase of the game, the tile we pick does not matter that much. All right, sick. So we got the Manhattan Project. It's over here. That's it, right there. Boom. It's making like little Geiger counter noises. So I have a nuclear bomb now, and I can create nuclear weapons. I can also do Operation Ivy. How much does it cost? Can I boost Operation Ivy? Like if I put money in there, does anything actually happen? No, okay, it's just a weird UI thing. Right, got it. So Operation Ivy is on the way. 10 turns. So if we complete Operation Ivy, I believe we get a military victory, which is really sick. +3 combat strength for ranged and siege units. I will take that. That's a good mastery right there. Choose a civic. I don't think we should research democracy as well. I think we got our ideology, so let's just stick with that one. Let's grab militarism. I don't really have a strong justification for why. Can you not build a factory? Have you already built a factory? Okay, Ravenna has a factory now, so let me go ahead and take out these resources. I will put in fish. Settlement growth rate on fish. Got it. And then I should be able to, I think the stock exchange adds a resource capacity. Something adds a resource. Ah, this one, the port. So I'm going to purchase a port in here. 9 gold port is fine, which should allow me to attach more resources, not that screen. This one, resource allocation. Now I don't have more fish, but I could put more fish in here. Now one thing I'm curious with, does that create a connection to Barcelona that would allow me to build a factory? It does. Okay, so if I purchase the factory in Barcelona now Barcelona is part of my factory network. Yeah, buddy. So now Barcelona can take part in the factory resource assignment, because I think these are empire-wide benefits. Let's plug in some cocoa 3% happiness per cocoa. Now, in Barcelona, I could also purchase the port for the +2 resource assignments. I'll park it right there. And that should allow me to come into my resource screen, come down to... This screen's a little bit fiddly. I will, especially when you have a really big empire. This screen's a little bit fiddly. I would love to just press an auto-assign button, just like randomly assign whatever's left. We can produce nuclear weapons now. What I will probably do is continue to buy Jacobins, because they're really fun and interesting. Activate on the palace to add +1 culture on quarters. Damn. Are the Jacobin, are these bonuses permanent? Because if so, oh, that's interesting. All right, what do you got going here? Department store. I don't know if we should build an aerodrome. You know what? Let's build an aerodrome. Let's see here. Rail station, stone cutter, museum and city park. Yeah, that's a nice culture tile right there. Oh, big stretch, baby. So I guess I just got 10 turns of chilling before we achieve our victory. I'm curious to see what the victory screen looks like. So we're not killing Bactria. I think we agreed upon that. We are upgrading our field cannons. Oh, it looks like a little AT gun. Like if we upgrade this field gun, boom. Now it's like a little AT gun. Cute. Slightly better combat strength. +5. What if we upgrade this tank? Not enough gold in treasury. I'm broke. I'm broke, man. Dude, I love reinforcing. The fact that I can just like click and my unit goes to the rough direction that I wanted it to without any further input from me, that's worth the price of admission here, baby. I gotta tell you. So Kiaget is going down. Let's deploy this Guard Imperial. Slaughter that army commander. All right, nice. We can get another huge vortex of bonuses here. So +1 culture on quarters. That's 1,300. We now have 1,500 culture. I will continue to purchase the Jacobins. Shenyang. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing, Shenyang? You're growing. Keep it up. Quabdo is in danger. I should buy fortifications here if I can. Who's approaching? I do not see a unit. It was like, someone's approaching the city. And I'm like, there's nothing here, brother. Nah, Shenyang can be a farming town. I love farming towns. What can I say? I like growing. All right, can we kill this? Is it dead yet? Oh, yeah. Another city to raise. Boom. Get shellacked, loser. Then we just got to kill Ahmadabad? I don't know if we need to kill it. I think it's time to just tell all our units to go to sleep. I think we've achieved our military aims. I would like you to sleep, good sir. I'm going to tell all my units over here to fortify. Mission accomplished. We've defeated our enemies. And so now we can chill while we burn down their empire. Gotta say, there were some frustrating moments. So in Liangzhou, I definitely would like to build a factory. Here's the thing. I think I've come to the conclusion, and this is going to be part of probably like my preview and review opinion, is that ultimately the game has, like, the game needs a little work, right? All Civ games need a little work. I know the developers, they were like, we want to put out a game that doesn't need work. And I'm like, listen, brother, the amount of feedback that's generated just by even a YouTuber playing the game versus like a developer, purely just because I can sit here and criticize the game, and I don't know the guy who designed the system, right? I don't know the guy who implemented the UI. I probably shook his hand. But he's not a human to be. I'm a shit on his work, okay? That's all I'm saying. We ain't friends, bud. Okay, I think we got all of the Jacobins that are available, which is really cool. But yeah, so I think I'm coming away from this first game of Civ is that I think I don't love the game yet. Okay, but there's something here. There's something to it. The modern era, actually, I came away thinking the modern era would be my least favorite. I think I enjoyed the modern era the most out of all the eras. We could research a future civic. Let's do it. Why not? I don't see a reason not to. Our culture is insane. Coming into Mediolanum, again, I think building a port is like a reasonable choice. So we'll go for that. A settlement is under threat. Shenyang. I'm confused by this. Delhi wants a town special. Bro, you're being raised. You do not need a specialization, okay? Activate on an army commander to change his name to the Archangel of Terror. Units. So I can rail transport anywhere. Let's rail transport over here so we can send you to the... Should be another rail station over here somewhere. There we go. All right, got a bunch of units I'm just fortifying. Oh, you got an enemy nearby. I'll wipe him out. I'm gonna wipe piece this dude. I will take Ahmadabad and Benares. All right, so we have pieced out Xerxes. We don't have to deal with his units attacking us anymore. He's super mad that we burnt down a bunch of his cities, but it was a really fun adventure, right? It was like a little, yeah, let's burn down some stuff. And so that means, because we are at peace, we don't have to do nothing. We can chill. This city, I would like to burn it. Wait, I can't raise a city that I took at a peace deal? Ew. I took this to raise it. I wanted to burn it down. So in Liangzhou, I am going to go ahead and purchase myself a settler. And I think I settle right here to capture all this land. We'll resettle stuff. This game has the classic, like, oh god, the they put the city in the wrong place, so now I want to move it. Problem that Civ games have always had. It's just funny. It's like there's certain aspects of the civilization identity that just can never be escaped, and that's one of them. Hey, +1 science on that tile. Delhi is being raised. That's good. You're going into alert mode. This settler is going to here and try and resettle this land a little bit more efficiently. Oh, look at that. City raised. Okay, I want this. I want this tile. Urban specialist. See, I think this is a good spot to capture all the value of this local area. I'm gonna buy myself another settler in Beiping. We could choose a celebration. Yeah, I'll go for culture, why not? Just so I have a ridiculous amount of culture. Towns gain gold equal to your economic attribute. I'll go for production equal to our militaristic attribute. That should be worth a couple hundred gold per turn. All right, there's radio. We have radio stations for influence, tenements for food, and Eiffel Tower. We already have the Eiffel Tower, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, we're going to plonk down a little settlement right here. We found this. Lille, you shall be grown. Before we grow Lille, let's actually build all of the things. Now, thinking about how Lille's urban tiles are going to grow, we want to grow across this river. So I'm going to get myself a fishing quay right here. That will allow me to cross the lake. Not a river, sorry, lake. I'm going to get the granary in the city center, and then I'll put a brickyard plus a saw pit here. And then we can put the grist mill and the sawmill over here. Now let's see what else. Ironworks. Okay, the game does not want me to place that ironworks. Let's take, oh boy, let's take that gold tile. Ironworks Museum Grocer. I'll put the rail station right there. I'll put a stone cutter plus an ironworks right here. And now the city's cranking. Oh, I can get a factory? Oh, that's sick. Oh, and we finished the future civic by purchasing buildings. 10 age progress, wildcard, attribute point. In terms of science tech, let's grab mobilization so we can get aircraft carriers, battleships, destroyers, and submarines. Commander has available promotions. Aerodrome commander. I think we go for logistics and dogfighting. I think those are two really nice defensive things. Ravenna does need orders. Let's go with the department store plus the opera. Now, I was doing something. It was Lille, all right? I was still developing Lille. I think I'll build it a port just for the sake of it, and then we'll just let this town grow for a while. Ravenna. 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 So Liangzhou. +1 happiness on quarters. That seems actually really strong. Put it right here by this. Resource assignments. That's fine. Let's pop open the settler map mode. So this right here could be our next city. I think that's actually 1, 2, 3. No, we're not gonna settle on that until we feel really good about where we want to put that city, because I want to make use of this land efficiently, you know what I mean? So what's going on here? Hegemony. Can I research future civic again? I don't think you can research it more than once. I think you can just do it once. We got our attribute point. Longer celebrations is kind of powerful. Ooh, +3% to all yields for every alliance you have is crazy. In the expansionist side of things, ooh, -1 settlement limit for +1 specialist limit. That's like crazy good. Choose a civic. Militarism 2. Yeah. Ugh. This is what I hate. I hate seeing like little chunks of land that are unoccupied like that. Mount Unzen is exploding again. Ooh, Stone Town. Our new city-state's appearing? I'm gonna befriend you. Yeah, bro. I'm down to clown. I recognize the strangeness of calling a lady flipping a giant cold, quite a busty lady actually, calling her bro and telling her I'm down to clown. I really hope my fiance didn't hear me say that. Let's go ahead and put an urban specialist over here. Whew. Cut the footage. Hide the evidence. Let's grab that niter. I do like the strategic resource stuff. Lille is growing. Chang'an is doing stuff. All right, build a factory in there. Why not? We're choosing production over in Barcelona. The cannery in the tenement. Oh, yes. Get that tenement out. Right, new specialization. Okay, Hagmatana, that's being raised. Of course it is. Lille can get a specialization. I don't know what would be good for it right now. I do like mining towns. Mining towns are kind of cool because you get a lot of gold. Yeah, let's make it a mining town. And then we will just put it back to growing. Just so the game stops prompting me for like, hey, by the way, this city needs orders. And I'm like, hey, by the way, I don't want to give it orders. Hey, by the way, I don't give a damn. This looks like it's not my favorite place to put a city down, but it looks like a reasonable place. It's on a happiness tile, aka fresh water. One tile to the south would spark joy in me, but it wouldn't be on a nice freshwater tile. But it's fine. I'm going to go here instead, because my goal is just to claim the land efficiently. So Saint-Etienne, we want to get our basics up. So granary, where my brickyard going? I'll put a brickyard plus a stone cutter to the north. My grist mill and sawmill are going over here too. My saw pit and ironworks to the south, rail station beside the city head, and then I want a factory. Oh, we got a narrative choice. Sickness in the air, a strange disease run rampant among the people of the tropics. Some say in ancient times such illness was treated with quinine, but others insist surely there's a more modern solution. So we can improve a quinine resource or build a laboratory. Improve a quinine. Yeah, let's do it. Saint Etienne needs to be grown. We'll grow to some of these nice resource tiles. We need to get a grocer and a factory down. I will put the grocer and factory here. That's fine. Now, Saint Etienne is also ready for a specialization. I'm going to say that this should be a... Let's say this is a farming town, right? But for now, I just want you to grow. I want you to capture all the value of this land. All right, let's go to the next turn. I feel like I'm building a beautiful little empire here, you know? Sure, things are getting raised. So gold towards purchasing units, -1 gold for maintaining units. Ooh, I do love draft. Draft is awesome. The city has grown. Park that on the military academy. Lille has grown. Man, Lille is growing. Focus on the food and happiness tiles. Right. Saint Etienne is also growing. Love it. They're growing like once per turn. Let's grab capitalism 2. You've had first capitalism. Now let's have capitalism 2. Ooh. I'll put a tenement here, and then I'll also put a cannery on that tile, although I suspect the game will end relatively soon. Oh yeah, it's like literally one turn away. Okay, so, town specialization for Karakorum, but I'm raising it. All right, what's going on down here? Boom, Operation Ivy, we detonated a nuclear missile in the ice caps. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is like the superiority of our ideology, bathing the... Yeah, take that, ice. Is that my victory? 1829 CE. I blasted. The modern age has come to an end. We have blasted our nuclear missile into the ice caps. The ice wall will break. We will reveal
has come to earth.
The freedom of our peoples.
Hopes, dreams, all vanished in a blinding light. Victory comes with a cost.
Victory comes with a cost? No thanks, bruh. We literally paid no price. I raised an entire continent, and like my people live in absolute luxury of culture. I don't know how to get off the screen. Okay, victory, Augustus. French Augustus. Bonjour. The Senate will hear about this. So we got the View the Legends report. Railroad Tycoon. Ideology. We went straight for ideology, baby. So how do I... View Legends report. Oh, look at that. Modern Complete. Ideology. Modern Complete 2. Finished the modern age twice. Not really sure about how to explain that one. Little bug with the recording, the recording data thing. So I've unlocked a bunch of titles. Ooh. So I've unlocked the new stuff for Augustus? I don't fully understand. I don't really understand, but we achieved a victory. That was my very first game of civilization that I have completed. And I gotta say, it was interesting. I don't know if I loved every moment of it. Oh god, I have to level him up more to get these abilities? I like the idea of being able to customize some of my leader abilities. I just don't like having to unlock them. I just want them. I just want to have them, you know? Also, I wish, like, if you have like an unlock ability for this guy, I want to know what I have. Oh, I can customize my profile. I will be Caesar. Oh, okay, so wait, actually it does have a thing that it shows you. So his first level up is +1 settlement limit per age, but cities are more expensive to convert. That's actually a really cool ability. Then you've got 15% production towards buildings and wonders with great work slots. So this is a cultural attribute node. This is like a special ability that he can get. We get a new legacy card. Mine it plus less science, more culture. Okay, we unlocked this twice, which is weird. More food and less gold. Interesting. These are cultural legacy cards. I'm not like, this might be like when you go, yes, when you enter a new era, you can choose these as your bonuses. So you get +2 food per age in town, customizable badge, customizable banner, 50% gold to... Oh! That kind of eliminates the penalty of his previous abilities. Modern age legacy cards, modern age legacy card. Production in the capital for every town. That's a cool one. Not very good. It should be +1 production in the capital per age for every town, in my opinion. A little bit of feedback for the developers. And then I think we've looped back to the start, unless this is just unlocking many times. I think this part of the game needs like work. We got milestones and accomplishments and all sorts of cool stuff. Neat. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in here. That's pretty cool. All right, you know what? I don't hate, give me the ability to just unlock all this shit. I will pay you $50 extra if I don't have to grind. Because not everyone has the time to grind, man. Just give me a button. Give me a mod that lets me unlock all this shit so I can play around with it. One of my least favorite things is when I have to like play a game to play the game I want to play the game. Do you know what I mean? when I have to unlock the meta progression shit to let me play the game the way I quote unquote should be able to play. Give me the opt out of meta progression button. But yeah, I gotta say, I had some ups and downs in my first game of Civilization 7, but I would say overall I kind of enjoyed it. I think it's gonna grow on me. I think I'm gonna spend more time with it. I'm gonna keep giving the developers feedback. I'm gonna keep asking for patches and updates, and I'm gonna keep exploring the strategies and possibilities. But I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.